Hey, give me just a minute here. Still loading up. What's up, Mitch? What's up, Ron? How's your evening, y'all? Great. Tonight's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. I'm doing a real quick stack here. A live stack, anyways. But it's going to be beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous tonight. Looks like we're in good conditions. Everything popped around here. Yeah, it's looking so nice right now. So this is a live stack, and this is 1,000 images now. We're gonna go up to about 8,000. Here's what it looks like raw right now. You can see it here. Let me get a big old box out of the way, but that's what it looks like raw, and here's what it looks like live stack. It's so beautiful, ain't it? Crazy beautiful. Hi Eva, how are you? How's your night? Good night on your end as well. I love it, Mitch. That's amazing. That's amazing. Hi Flame Heart, welcome in. Beautiful and very clear. It is. Hi Sibel, welcome back. Hey Matt, what's up, brother? What up, man? Yeah, here's the raw view that we got so far. We can do a little bit better focus probably, but here's what we're seeing. Look at that. Ain't that crazy beautiful? It's coming in so nice. Right now we're about 1,500 images so far. Oh, you just finished a cheeseburger. Nice. Pretty awesome. Yeah, the Great Red Spot is really visible. It's really gorgeous right now. Really amazing. That looks really good. Magic. We'll be sad, man. Yeah, it's looking really good though. I'll take it. I'll definitely take it. Such a beautiful view. Got excellent scene here, but oh, terrible transparency. Oh man. Tonight's probably one of the best nights I've had in forever. It's been a while. It honestly has been a while since we've had a really good night. I was watching her play. I was. Yeah, I use Sharpcut. Yep, I do use Sharpcut. Let me see if I can hit the focuser just a bit here. Hopefully we don't mess it up too much. It's right on the edge. Right on the edge of being focused. Do a few little taps here on the focuser. We get it right there. Perfect. Hopefully. Come on, Jupiter. We'll try it out right here for a minute. I know it's not perfect, but we'll hold it for just a minute. Let me go back to the stack view. There's 2,000 images here. I'm gonna go ahead and save it. It's not bad. Looks really nice, huh? Always full. Yeah. We are can never see far from behind it. Never see from behind. I got you. Cat's there and raining in Ohio. No way. Hi Mo. How are you, Mo? We toss this last one in Discord real quick, and then we should be good. We should be good. Right here. There we go. All right, let's take it out live stack. See if we can get everything set up properly now. All right, let me get it raised up a little bit in the telescope. Doing good. Ah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, the red spot definitely clear tonight. Let's see if we can get it all focused in now. So get a better view here. Probably hold off right about here for now. Just goosebumps seeing that. Ain't it crazy cool? Yo, Jupiter is so beautiful. Like truly a stunning planet to be able to observe. Really, really gorgeous planet out there. It's such a gorgeous planet. Purchased a new camera. I did not. Just got a Barlow in tonight. Set up properly for Jupiter. Plus good seeing conditions help a lot. Good seeing conditions really go a long ways. Really do go a long ways. How's that view, by the way? Does it look okay? I should pop it up on my side, huh? A day on Jupiter, just under 10 hours. It's differential rotation, though. So it's not like kind of what we consider to be a day here. It just depends on where you're at on Jupiter, to be honest. Is it kind of dark, by the way? Let me see if I can bring in some more light. Hey, welcome in. Thank you. Jupiter is amazing. It's majestic. Super majestic. Let's see if we can get enough light on Jupiter here. Hopefully it's not too much light. We'll see. We'll see how that looks. See how that looks. Let me know if that's too much brightness though. Red spot rotating out of the view. It's just coming in. It's just now coming into transit. Tonight using the 8SC. Tonight we're using the 8SC. I thought about doing the 11, but I just didn't get time to kind of wrap it up and get the 11 going again tonight. So using the 8SC tonight. Get everything moved over a little bit. Move the telescope just a bit here. There we go. Yeah, SCT. Yeah, Smith Cassegrain telescope. Yeah, most of our telescopes are Smith Cassegrain telescopes or Matt Cassegrain telescopes that we have here. And some reflectors, some refractors, but mostly SCTs and MCTs. Mostly. Hi Jesse, good evening. How are you? How's your night? All right, do we need any focus or are we good? We're getting really close to the trees in the house line though. That's gonna mess with us a little bit. Next will be the moon. We'll fly over to the moon. I'm doing good, Jesse. I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Welcome in, Malta. Hi Karen, happy Friday. My favorite telescope that I have, probably the 8SC. It's kind of like the Swiss Army knife of telescopes, to be honest. Curiosity, in your age when you found the subject of focus, about 8 years old. New telescope. Dad got the telescope for the family. Kind of kicked it in. Fly me to the moon. Such a beautiful one. You're Melba? Oh, nice. Oh, or is that your name, Melba? Assume that's your name. Melba? It's interesting. Interesting name for sure. If I hold up just enough here. I'm going to try to tap the focuser. Let's see what we can do. See Sagittarius A? Not right now. Not right now. We're nowhere near Milky Way season, which is pretty much what you need before you get there. Not with a scope like that. What's that? Must miss something. Oh yeah, I got you. Yeah, so we're not even in the Milky Way season. We're kind of out of there. So even trying for something like Sagittarius, or at least seeing around that region, you got to wait until really early morning hours right now. Really early morning hours. Really morning hours. It's humid for you tonight? Oh man, I got you. I got you. It's not too bad here. It's a little humid. I do have the dew heater on the scope run. We should be good. I didn't put up the dew shield though. Jupiter's moons are visible. We just got to get a lot of brightness and start moving around a little bit to find the moons. I suppose there are strong odors on this planet on the screen. Sure, of course. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. It's a hot day, humid tonight. I got you. Dude, don't be trying to get yourself timed out tonight, Jace. Oh my goodness, man. Are you trying to get timed out? Yeah, it does stink a little bit. Most of the atmosphere that we see here is one form or another of ammonia. Whether gases or ice ammonia. But there's quite a bit of ammonia going on here. So obviously, once you start getting in there, it's going to stink a little bit. You're just going to continue to go down. The gas will get a little bit more denser for you, a lot more pressure, a lot of heat will start to occur as you continue inwards. This wouldn't be a place I'd want to take as a destination. Hi Melanie, good evening, happy Friday to you. Are you is the telescope automated? The mount is. So automated telescope mounts are absolutely awesome. I don't know if you're talking about like an automated telescope like for the if you're to really go down that route, you're probably talking about like the sea stars, the door products, stuff like that. They're okay. They're fine. I personally like the traditional telescope, though the mount itself is a automated feature in a sense. It does go to tracks objects. They're all right. If you're just really wanting to just throw something out there, take photographs of deep space, stuff like the sun and the moon do pretty well, and the sea stars, they're okay. $6 price for too little aperture. I mean, they're like 50 millimeter or 30 millimeter. They're not horrible. It's just they're not built for planetary views by no means. They definitely aren't built for planetary views. And on top of that, if you're just jump in and do astrophotography, 3K being probably about the minimum. So I mean, it's not horrible. It's a great brand for an entry-level telescope. Honestly, Celestron. I'd probably say Celestron. Just to start out, maybe a tabletop Dobsonian, the 4SE, even the 130 SLT for like a beginner would be really good. If you got the money and just want to go for it, get like an 8 SE. Really good telescopes. Really good telescopes. Go back over just a bit here. We're going to be really getting into the tree line here, which kind of sucks. Kind of sucks. Always got to deal with the tree lines this late at night. Light stack night we just did. Where were you? You fell asleep. I'll start light stacking it again though. We're going to be near the tree line though. It's just going to get all funky and wild on us, but I'll try. Hi, a little bit. How you doing, buddy? Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. You're welcome, Drew. Yeah, absolutely welcome. Best telescope is the one you'll use. Best telescope is definitely the one that you'll use. Yeah. A little bit of live stack. I got it earlier. A really nice live stack and threw it in the Discord though. Jeez. I'm doing good a little bit. I'm doing good, buddy. Good to see you again. Got young boys in the house. Oh yeah, yeah. Look like a tabletop Dobsonian then. Like 100, 300 bucks would be a good range. And they'll enjoy it. They'll absolutely enjoy it. It'll be a lot of fun for them. It will definitely be a lot of fun for them. Y'all about ready to go to the moon yet? You too. You too a little bit. Let me know when you guys are ready to go to the moon. Go hang out at the moon for a little bit here. How many years did you capture? Dude, last night, 0. It was horrible last night. It was horrible last night. Go to the moon? You guys ready for it? Decide if you want to do a DSO. There's like, yeah. I mean, it's even more in depth than that, obviously. But let's do it. I'm going to zoom out real quick on the camera. Get a different field of view. If you guys want to see moons around Jupiter first, we can do that first. Let's see what we can do. Get some of the moons around Jupiter to pop in here. We should have Europa and then Ganymede. Callisto's way out there. But here's Europa, Ganymede. Europa's an icy moon. Underneath that ice is a lot of ocean. Same for Ganymede though. Very similar. Ganymede itself is the largest moon in the solar system, which is the one on the far right there. We go back over here real quick. Of course, you got Jupiter, and then we'll have Io. Io is the most volcanic mass in our solar system, which is just so awesome. Like, really, really awesome. Let me set everything up here real quick, and we should be able to just swing over to the moon pretty quickly here. Make sure we're good on Jupiter. I want to play, not play the rocket solid, but sync it real quick. Move over to where Jupiter's at. Sync, yes, and we'll back up a little bit here, and the moon. All right, 3, 2, 1, and on our way. On our way to the moon. Let's get to the moon. Bigger than a planet, not some planets. A planet. Bigger than Mercury, but not by much though. Not by too much. Let's see if we're landing here properly. I'm gonna grab a little bit more light. Make sure we're in a good position. Fix our gamma. A little bit of brightness. We're pretty close. Not exactly on, but pretty close. Which planet has the most moons? Or which planet has the largest moon? Jupiter. Ganymede's the largest moon. Titan comes in second over by Saturn. let me speed up telescope controls. I think I actually only landed on a star, but we should be good. Start pulling it over, and then we'll bring down the brightness as we get closer. There. There we go. We'll have to do a little bit of focus as well. We should be alright though, as we start to come in over here. Get it all focused in. Ever touched Earth from different planets, texture, weight? I have a lunar meteorite right here by me. Since we're looking at the moon, so you get time to bring that up, I guess. I do have a lunar meteorite, one that originates from the moon itself. A meteorite that originates from the moon. Yep, ours is number 5 when it comes to the size of a moon, but it is the largest moon compared to the planet that it does orbit. Let's see if we can focus a little bit here. See if we can do a focus. Go the other way. Try to find that perfect focus range. Beyond? Okay, we'll go right back. Alright, we'll try there. I'm going to pull out the automatic adjustments here. Make sure it's bright enough for us to be able to see it. We'll try to focus in just a minute here in a minute. By the mountain ranges, which one? There's so many mountains on the moon. What's the smallest moon? It's a good question. They're all moonlets. Saturn has a lot of moonlets in its rings. But that's a really good question. What is the smallest moon? Get our bearings here real quick. Kind of move around the moon. Get my optics down. Understand kind of where we're looking at, what we're doing, but we'll get into the mountains right here. Here's the Alpine Mountains right there. We'll go up to the Alpine Mountains in the Alpine Valley right here. Check that out. Some really beautiful mountain ranges. Alright, we're going to try to focus though. See what we can do with the focus here. Alright, there we go. Ain't that amazing? Look at those different features there. Crazy. Crazy. Oh, there's thousands of moons in our solar system. Over 450 now confirmed. There's thousands of moons in our solar system. You're welcome, a little bit. Absolutely. Sun and the moon definitely are not the same size. Definitely not the same size. Not even close. Oh man, you're sneaking into the observatory tonight, Steven? Dang it, man. What are you doing to me, brother? What are you doing? Mont Blanc. Over there. Here's going to be the highest mountain. Over here. There's going to be Mount Huygens right here. About 18,000 feet. What's the smallest actual moon? I couldn't tell you the smallest actual moon. I honestly couldn't tell you. Some of them are like a mile wide type things, or kilometers type wide. Try close up. India Apollo 11. You wouldn't see anything over there. This is still really wide field of view. As much as you want to say we're really close, we're not. We're not as zoomed in as you think we actually are. Gotta get my bearings over here real quick. Oh, it's so bright. Crud. Let me bring out some of the brightness. See here, make sure we're there. Yeah, we're good. Right about here. Let me mark it on the map. Or on the, not on the map, but the view. Right about here is Apollo 11 landing site, right about there. 16's off in kind of like the bottom right direction here. That's the Bay of Roughness that we see here on the bottom. Hey Alpha, how's it going, buddy? It depends. The thickness of The dust layer changes based on where you're located, obviously. But you would consider mostly all rock or silica for the most part. Pretty much what we see mostly. Get Cloud Store? No way, man. Alpha from Germany. Good to have you, buddy. Welcome in. These dark areas, like right here. This is basaltic lava regions that we see here. Solidified lava regions. Notice how they're a little bit smoother. Most of the impacts that we see on the moon are from the Great Bombardment period. It's about 3.5 to 4 billion years ago. This area here that's solidified, this is about 3.2 to 3.5 billion years ago. You see how much more smoother it is, cleaner, not as heavily impacted. Like large impacts occur about once every 10,000 years roughly. Back to the mountain range here. Hey Austin, how you doing, buddy? How's your night? Stickman, welcome in. Ben, thank you so much for the star. I appreciate that. I think it's the wildest planet in our solar system, Earth. It depends on what you consider to be wild, though. Honestly, it depends on what you're considering to be wild, because it's such a subjective word. What do you consider to be wild? I think that's just kind of a tough one. Neptune's wild in its own. Neptune's super wild. Venus is super wild. Mars is super wild. It's hard to say. It's really hard to say, but Earth is wild. So it depends on what you're trying to define as wild. Can I come over here real quick? Check out these impact regions. So beautiful. Here you see, like on the bottom one, central peaks in the center of them. Let me kind of bring them over. See the central peaks inside the center of them? These are really cool. Both of these impact craters, the large ones that we see, are not simple impact craters. These are relatively wild impact craters, how they actually form. And when you look at the rim, you can actually see what looks almost like steps coming down into them, but making them a complex impact crater. Mark, thank you so much for the flowers, buddy. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, dude. Is it coming in okay, or is it really dark for y'all? Let me know if it's bright enough. Kind of looks dark on my end. I don't know if I can just auto adjust a histogram or anything. Hopefully it's bright enough for y'all to be able to see. Question DC. Yeah, you think that cool? Oh man, that's so cool. That's good. Okay, good deal. About to do a little bit more focus here in a minute. That's a really beautiful lower mountains. Still kind of gorgeous. There's a bit of color tone. We found a bit of color tone. Hey, what up, Malice? How you doing? Welcome in. Moon dust is very sharp, yeah. The moon dust is super sharp. Highly static as well. Not so much volcanic. The sharpness comes from not having moisture, the atmosphere, the sediment changes and stuff. That's where most of the sharpness comes from. Nothing to really like take down those points. Got me into space. I was 8 years old. Dad got a telescope. Really beautiful mountains right here. Look at how far the shadows are being casted. That's crazy, right? Let me touch this moon. The moon rocks, yeah. Yeah, the dust is more the sharper object. You can find a lot of sharpness to the rocks themselves, obviously. But some of those were picked up asteroids as well, and debris from asteroids as well. Because of oh, no way. It's covered the same month I was born. Yo, that's really cool. How large are some of the craters? On the average, about 20 miles away. but the largest one's about 1,600 miles wide. And they get down to about 7 miles deep, roughly. Hi, Miss Melanie. How are you? Welcome back. Good to see you again. Yo, Jeffrey, thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much, Jeffrey. Make sure you jump in my Discord as well. Jump in Discord. Make sure you also align your account with YouTube and check out some of the photos we just threw in today. It's really awesome. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Jeff. I do appreciate that. We're going to try to focus in real quick again. Try to run the focuser a little bit here. Just a few taps to the focuser. We'll try there. And you can just tell like the shadows coming off the mountains. I think they're the coolest things ever. Really gives you like perception of depth of the moon itself. Really gorgeous. I'm doing great. Yeah, I'm doing great. There's the Alpine mountains in the Alpine Valley again. That valley right there. Can you all see the valley okay? Ain't that crazy cool? Alpine Mountain, the Alpine Valleys. What's up, Pickles? What's up, buddy? How's your night? How's your night going? We're finally to the weekend, by the way. Isn't that awesome? That's a valley. It's a valley. That's a big valley. It's a big valley. I just like, for me, the mountains on the moon are really cool. Yeah, massive valley. It's like 60 miles wide at its widest point. It's pretty crazy. Or is it 30 miles wide? Something around there. 30 miles wide, I think, at widest point. Named any critters? No. No. Ah, thanks, William. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hi, Rich from Alenta. Welcome in. This is live on the moon. Wow, it is. Yeah, it's a live view of the moon right now. Want to check out the telescope? I can pull up the telescope as well. We can tap it so you can see us live and all those other fun things. Absolutely. Boondale in the house. Nice. In Long Beach area. I love it. What's Mountain View equivalent to here? Mount Huygens is really close to Mount Everest. Like really close to Mount Everest. We're also looking out towards the Apollo 15 landing site, by the way. Yeah, you're looking at a mountain right now. It's like looking at Mount Everest. Right now I'm using the 8SC telescope. Dang it, Steven. What are you doing, Steven? Trying to mess up our view tonight? Yeah. Absolutely massive mountains on the moon. Got central peaks inside the impact craters right here. Those are really cool to see. Besides, 8-inch right now. Currently using the 8-inch SMIC screen tonight. Was going to throw on the 11-inch, but that's like, whatever. We'll do it this way. Hey, what's up? How's it going? Welcome in. Moon base is either by us or aliens, or neither or. Neither or discovered. Not seeing either one of them. Soon, though, there'll be a base from us with the Artemis 3 mission. Must misbehave. Oh, dang, dude. Dang. We're looking towards the south pole of the moon at this point. Looking off towards the south pole of the moon. Oh, thanks, Rich. I appreciate that, buddy. I appreciate that. Mr. Pickles! Can we see your setup? You ever get a moment? Yeah, absolutely. We can do it right now. Let me do it. So here's the telescope. I'm not going to put it on the other mic. Let me just step right next to it here. Alright, so this is the telescope, obviously. This is the camera. Have it a little bit. The focuser. This is the dew heater. So, like this wire here is for the dew heater. You got the red wire, goes to the camera. And then a black wire goes over to the focuser itself. And then you got the EQ6R Pro Mount there. It's not a bad setup. Honestly, a pretty decent setup. It's not the craziest setup right now, but it's actually a beautiful setup. I need to put my pants on. My goodness, it's cold. Thinking like crazy. Yeah, my bad. I'll quit touching it though. That's why we don't want to stand next to the telescope, touch the telescope. That does happen. But that's one of the setups that we're using right now. The other ones would be some of these telescopes, or if you want the 11-inch, the bigger one, it's right here. Let me grab it. So this is the 11-inch. It's just a really massive telescope. It's kind of the one that we normally use, but tonight we're just using the 8SC tonight. It's a really wonderful telescope, though. Really beautiful telescope. Let me get out your guys' view. Enjoy the moon again. There we are. Well, hopefully that was good. Hopefully I kind of showed you. If you wanted to, I guess I could show you. So the way the observatory is set up is, this is the control room. It's heated, air conditioned, ventilated. It keeps all the bugs out of here, which is really nice. The next room over is where the roof actually slides off, where the telescopes and mount set. The control, the mount, telescope and stuff is usually on this computer here. Controls everything. That door right there is where you walk out. So like the telescopes are right behind the wall, the one that we're currently using, though. It's just a really nice setup. Price on the 11-inch when we're using it, about, I mean, you can pick up an 11-inch for like probably $4 to $6 grand or so. It just depends on the setup. When we normally go for it, it's about, we're running about 9,000 or so, roughly. Happen if you shine a laser on the moon, your focus, it'd be way too small when we get to the moon. Like, just think about how small of a dot that would be when it gets there. So that's where the US flag is on the moon. Which one? There's 6 left behind from the Apollo missions, but then there's a lot also on equipment up there. But if you want the Apollo 11, we can run over Apollo 11 real quick. We'll go to Apollo 11. Let me get my bearings here again. Yeah. Expand over distance. Yeah, it's still going to be really small though. Here's a Sea of Crisis up here. I'll put perspective in it here in a minute. We'll get a little bit of perspective of what we're talking about. Here's going to be the Sea of Tranquility that we see in this region. We got the Bay of Roughness down there. We'll move it over just a bit more. Apollo 11 landed right about here, roughly about there. But to put it in perspective, these impacts that you see right here are massive. Those are city-wide impacts. Even the one right here, this is about 20 miles wide. That's kind of perspective of what we see. It's really crazy. Obviously the moon's pretty big. It's like looking at the USA from a distance of 238,900 miles away. That's just crazy. Crazy. This dark mass though, the Sea of Tranquility, where they landed at, is about the size of Texas. Why is the area so dark? It's basaltic lava. It's ancient solidified lava beds. Yeah, the Sea of Christ is like 345 miles wide. Let me go back to Sea of Crisis. It'll almost fit in our view. Let me see if I can get us moved over properly here. Or see if it couldn't do that. We went by. Come over the edge, come back in a little bit. Here's the Sea of Crisis right here. That's 345 miles wide. Massive, absolutely massive. Absolutely massive. Yeah, they were off about 20 miles roughly. Yep, they were off a little bit. Back to the mountain ranges. These are some of my favorite regions, looking towards the mountains. Really beautiful. Really beautiful. That is so cool. I like that, Lori. Where's the men on the moon? You gotta have like almost a full moon and be out looking up at it to see the men on the moon. They didn't land. Yeah, 11, 17, 15, 16, 12, 14 all landed. We're looking out towards 15 right now. 15 landed right out here. Try to center it a little bit more, right about there. They are cool, yeah. The face of the moon, you gotta look at it a much wider view than what we're seeing now. Oh, 16 over by Sea of Tranquility, just outside near the Bay of Roughness a little bit though. Go out here a little bit, move it over a little bit more, right out in here. in this region is roughly where 16 landed. Plays Pink Floyd. Oh, no way. No way. Well, dude talking to you in his face. No way. That's so funny. Does every country have their own names? Sometimes. Sometimes. Like, most of it's pretty well the same because it comes from ancient astronomers. But there can be different names, though. Hey, Ordinary. How's it going, buddy? How's your night? Good evening. Good evening, good evening. We'll slow down the telescope here just a bit on the control. I'd kind of walk with us a little bit too. It's so gorgeous though tonight. And every day you get to see the moon like this. So many beautiful features. Oh, thanks, Ordinary. I appreciate that, buddy. I do appreciate it. Let's kind of walk around kind of slow here. Visit an observatory. Dude, you need to. Absolutely should, Steven. You absolutely should. I kind of walk through right here. Man, gorgeous. Speed up the controls just a bit so we can move a little faster. Walk down a little bit. Go towards the south pole of the moon. How are we gonna welcome in? We'll start like right here. Just let it walk through our view. Come sneaking to the observatory. Ah, well, I'm doing a stream then. That'd be alright. I'll be alright with it. You might just make your presence known. It's pretty dark in here. You might want a little bit of lights. Oh no. It's too funny though. Look at these ones here with the central peaks in them. Aren't they gorgeous? Pull it back over just a bit. Really beautiful impact craters here. These are complex craters that have central peaks and the rough walls, or the rims, if you will. I think they're really cool. Super beautiful. Super, super beautiful. Let me know if you guys want like a wide field view of the moon. We can go back and put it in the wide field view to enjoy the moon. Yeah, I want to see the moon like more zoomed outwards. Present water ice in the shadow craters near the South Pole, a little bit in the north, but it's more abundant near the South Pole. But we do see ice water inside some of the deep impact craters, like negative 420 degrees in them. You hope we find moonanites? That's so funny. That's so funny. Hi, Christy, welcome in. If you guys want a wide field view, let me know. We can swap out cameras. Hi, Jenny. It's all good. You smell better, at least. That's always a good thing. Last thing we need, Jenny coming in, making us all wonder what the heck happened. Oh no, that's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. Oh man. How do you know so much about the moon? Chew on my toenails long enough. It gave me the knowledge. I'm joking. Twerking and belly dancing. That's where I got the knowledge from. I don't know. I mean, it could be that we're astronomers. I don't know. Pretty well. Sorry, I had to say it though. I had to say it. How to say it. Jenny. I sent your husband a message earlier. I was talking to him. He's like, it's up to the wife. Straight up. Talk to the wife. So funny. Like, okay. It's hard to have size. Yeah, it absolutely is. It's hard to put the size into perspective of things like this. It really is. About what? Oh, is he fall? Did he already fall asleep? I'll have to send it to you later. I'll send it to you a little later. It's all good. Ain't no rush. Do we want to zoom out? Let me know if y'all want to zoom out or if you're enjoying the close-up views. Oh, he's playing his game with his friends. I got you. I got you. I got you. How many miles is that critter? The ones up here, these are pushing about 60 miles roughly. These bigger ones are around like 60 miles in diameter. These are big impact craters right here. Not gonna misbehave as much. I got you. You're welcome. Absolutely, you're welcome. Welcome in, by the way. Good to have you back. Good to see you again. Some really cool impact craters on impact craters right there. You like to close up? Feel like, oh, okay. Gonna find something. There we go. I don't think we'll find anything though. Zoom out for a second. We got to put in another camera to zoom out. We can zoom in, but this is the most I can actually zoom out. We got to put in a different camera to zoom out. Go back to the moon because the Chinese said they would win. Ah, it don't even matter. This is a full moon. It is not. Nope, it's still waxing crushing. Close up is cool. Okay. As long as y'all are enjoying the view here, I'll just leave it in. I'll leave this camera in. Can you see any equipment or materials from lettings? No, way too small for my setup. Way too small for my setup. Hi Coral, welcome back again. Good to have you still. Midnight snack. Oh no, what are you gonna have? You'll be back? Oh. You know it's a heck of a midnight snack when you gotta walk away from your home. See something rise and asteroid takes out. That'd be horrible. I mean, it'd be cool, but it'd be horrible. Is it 62% tonight? Dang, see how much I've been paying attention. See how much I pay attention, then we're waxing. Did the Artemis mission provide any such views? First to watch? Yeah, absolutely, they did. They even live stream, like constantly. Live stream constantly. The impact craters are pretty wild in size right here. Anywhere from like 20 miles to about 70. In the different diameters of the impact craters we're seeing currently. Miles. Ooh, grilled cheese or something quick. That sounds really good. That sounds really good. And you pay me enough to pay attention? And I will pay attention, dang. That's crazy. Where's Wabo? Hiding in your head. He's hiding in your head. You found plenty of space to hide in. Grilled cheese and mayo or butter on the bread? Butter. For sure, butter. For sure, butter. I would definitely go with butter. Let's go back towards the mountains. Go back into the sea of showers, and we'll find the mountains over here. We'll probably have to do a little bit more focus again. Using butter and adding bacon. That sounds really good. Hi Metal, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Welcome back. These are big impact craters. They are. They really are. They really are. Good evening. Oh man. Alright, let's get down to them. Let's get to Mount Altitudes. Here on the bottom side coming in. Here we got the Mount Huygens area. This is a massive mountain on the moon itself. The highest mountain point on the moon. It's almost like looking at what is it, about 17,500 feet roughly. It's crazy high. Crazy tall mountain. come up here a little bit more. Yeah, almost 18,000 feet. It's insane. Absolutely insane. See, Mount Alpatine's Mons. The Alpine, Alpine. The Alpine Valley coming through as well. Crazy cool. I'm going to try to focus us real quick so we get a little better focus again. See which way we need to go. It's not too bad right there. We'll hold off here. Hi Val, welcome in. How are you? So much striking beauty with the moon. Looks like ruins of an old city. It kind of does. I can see that. Right size, right angle? Or do we just live in the right time? You know, that wasn't true in the past. It won't be true in the future. Hi Aiden, how you doing, buddy? Welcome in. How's your day? Imagine all the advertising space available, right? Put massive banners up on the moon. 10 minutes atmosphere, disregard what would you do first? Ooh, I mean, there's a lot more issues than just atmosphere issues, but I don't know. Like, I would just sit down and take it in. I think I would just sit down and take it all in, to be honest, for that 10 minutes. That'd be quite the sight. That'd be really a heck of a sight. Not the sun like it's melty cheese, that's funny. It depends on the meteorite. Meteorites can have different compositions to them. They can have different compositions. We got a little bit more brightness here. Yeah, take it all in. Have a seat and take it all in. This is the moon, our moon. Looking at our moon currently. You're wondering, we're looking down south right now. South part of the moon. No, C8 tonight. Just run the 8-inch make catch room tonight. Is your meteor found on the moon? Yes. Not like massive ones, but there have been captures that have left impacts, so that were able to be verified. So it does occur. I mean, what mystery is waiting to be uncovered? I mean, it's always true. It's true about any knowledge. They didn't land on the moon last trip. Testing. Make sure it's safe. Apollo took up to 11 missions before they landed on the moon. Moon's core made of mostly iron. Mostly iron, a little bit of nickel, maybe a little bit of mercury as well, but mostly iron. Though. Yeah, Moon's so beautiful. Why what, Bruce? Think it'd be a stranger for not to be aliens out there somewhere? Oh no, I definitely would agree. It'd be wild if there's no aliens out there somewhere. Where's Mercury? And in the direction of the sun. Remade your Pluto. Oh, nice, teardrop. It's one thing that you wouldn't expect on the moon. Metal-wise? It's a really good one. Aluminum would be pretty well, obviously. The 8-inch, yeah. 8-inch telescope tonight. Yeah, before buddy. Yeah. Fuck me asking questions. Kids, you're typing in all capital letter. You're trying to be like a main character or something. I don't know. Ever hit the reflectors on the moon with a laser? I personally have not. No. I personally have not. I'm here on a solidified lava bed. Check this out. Look at how much like smoother it is. Really crazy. We're 2 down 26 KID. Oh, 30 meter. Oh, no way. You're on at 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. Nice, dude. Heck yeah. I should go take a look at it, huh? I should actually go and take a look. Oh, okay. Awesome tier. I'll check it out. First season of the moon, can you show? Suffocanity, Serenity, Tranquility, Showers, Crisis. Mostly the ones in our view right now. As far as like seas go, then we can basically just look around. Otherwise, just look around. Try to get a little bit more brightness here. What the 8 is? Oh yeah, magnitude 15 right now. Oh, I'm sure we're picking up with this one. I have to put in the focal reducer though. Get a little bit faster. Wouldn't be able to do it with the Barlow most likely. F20 would suck to try to capture it. Oh no way. I get a full time lapse with Sim. That's so cool. Same here, 11:21 p.m. Same here. Doubt it, Jace. Doubt you could. And the guys are finally clear. Yo, finally, huh? That's absolutely awesome. Finally clear skies for y'all. That's awesome. You gotta quit typing in capital letters, man. The bot's not gonna let you send a message in capital. It's saying no. Knock it off, Bruce. Knock it off. Capital letters are just so like distracting, man. Super distracting. That moon, everyone knows it. Okay, cool. Cool story. But your 2 brain cells are racing for 3rd place, though. Now everybody knows that. Saving about 20 minutes, so nice. Oh, thanks, Salt and Pepper. Welcome back, by the way. Welcome back, welcome back. How are you? He did the all caps. I think Jace actually muted you, though it wasn't the bot. I called him out. I called out Jace, bro. Oh, it goes on and off caps. That's wild. That's wild. Hi, Salt and Pepper. Have an amazing night. Thank you so much for the like, by the way. I appreciate it. Have an amazing night. Oh, it's all good, Bruce. It's just the bot's going to get you every time. The bot will come for you every time. You got the troll. Oh man. That dude's 2 brain cells really were racing for 3rd place somehow or another. In the kitchen, living room. Oh, for your small dog, and almost tripped over, hitting your foot and grabbed a nearby surface, so my hand also hurts. Dang. Have you ever considered a rubber room? Get a love-hate relationship with space, Donald. Dang it, buddy. It definitely takes courage to go out there. I would agree, Paul. Yeah, absolutely. I agree. I don't want to sit on a big old rocket. Nope. Not my thing. Just wanted chips and now you're in pain. What's that tell you, though, Flame? Just want chips and now you're in pain. My goodness. Life's already crazy enough. Why's it got to be that crazy? Just want the chips. Why does it have to be that crazy? Yeah, a lot of meteor impacts on the moon. Most of these come from the Great Bombardment period, though. There's about 3.5 to 4 billion years ago. When we look at the moon, it's billions of years of record. So it helps us understand a lot of stuff about us, about planetary formation, and just how solar systems work in general. It's actually very interesting. You'd fly on a Saturn V rocket? Oh, okay. Not the Soviet N1 rockets. Dang. That's funny. What's that reflecting? What do you mean? What's that reflecting? What is that? What exactly is that? Artemis released videos publicly. Yeah, they have. Yeah. They actually got out their iPhones and got the videos off. And a lot of those have been published already. Some of them from their iPhones. Macaroni and cheese? I'm feeling lightheaded because sometimes I forget to eat food with iron. Oh, I gotcha. A little light reflector. I didn't see it. So like young impact craters can be really bright in perspective. It's on the moon compared to, and it's not really true. We just have an atmosphere. It burns up a lot of stuff that comes through. But we also have sediment changes. The winds, the rain, different things that we have here on Earth change up a lot of stuff. Most of the impacts that we see here, the impact craters that we see here, are massive on Earth. Things that we're able to withstand time. We're on the moon, you just don't have that effect. It's solar winds, but it's not crazy like what you would expect here. So changes on the moon take forever to actually have any change on just sediment changes in its own sense. Put your telescope away from the moon, from your nose. From nose, please. What? 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 I get my pants on, man. Just wearing shorts. I'm chilly. It is chilly tonight. A chilly night. Is there a recording of this live? It does. It gets recorded and stored here on YouTube. Oh, my one shot. Yeah, you messed it up. You didn't land the plane correctly anyways. But yeah, the lives all get saved. All of mine do. All the lives get saved. You gotta try another one, James. Come on. Hi, Infinite Rose. How are you? Good evening, by the way. Okay. Hopefully my legs are gonna start warming up a little bit now. That's some view tonight, ain't it? Ain't gorgeous? I'm doing good. I am doing good. What a wonderful night tonight. Hey, we found the duck on the moon. Can y'all see the duck on the moon? Finally found it. My goodness. Y'all see the duck on the moon right here? The body, the head, the beak. The duck on the moon, whack whack. There's a duck on the moon. Right now we're looking at the moon, our moon. Oh, thanks, James. I appreciate that. It's an entire amount, if you don't mind. We'll put in the other camera here in a bit. We'll do that. Here in a bit, we'll put in the other camera so we can get the entire moon. This is the most I can zoom out on this camera. Let me try to move this over. We're going to try to focus a little bit, and I'll show you the zoom in. We can zoom in, but we can't zoom out. Actually, the moon, I always need to take screenshots. Yeah, the moon's so gorgeous. Let me try to focus real quick here. I'm going to go past focus and then come back. See what happens. Out of focus, come back out of here. Go out of focus that way, and then we're going to come back one more time. That's probably the closest, and let's try to stack it. I'll try to live stack the moon real quick. Let's see what happens here. Make sure everything looks okay. So this is going to give us like a high definition photograph. It's already 70 images basically. Gives a little bit of brightness. Do its calculations here. Check out some of the cool features on the moon anyways. Super beautiful, ain't it? Ain't that stunning? Gotta love stacking images of the moon. It's super wild. Perspective though, like, so this is raw, this is stacked. You just grab a lot more details, a little bit more clarity. Just really cool. Hi, Wyatt, welcome in, buddy. Alright, did Jupiter? We did. It's behind trees now, of course. You think it's hollow? No. All these critters, you think it's hollow. I don't know how we come to that conclusion. Like a huge, logical fallacy, though. Why does it look like it's underwater atmosphere? Our atmosphere does it to us. It's called turbulence. Atmospheric turbulence. Just join. Nice. Welcome in, by the way. Welcome in, welcome in. That's a decent view tonight. The dang train Nebulae, yeah. Yeah. Like a golf ball. It kind of looks like that. Obviously, these impact critters are much different than what you put on a golf ball. Golf ball would be the scale of the pits on the golf ball would be massive compared to the scale of like impact critters on the moon. Never been a soft taco on the moon. Ain't that horrible? We need to change that up. That's so funny. That's actually really funny. See a little bit of a feature here on the bottom. Such a shame, right? Somewhere on the moon is a golf ball. Come on. This is one of my telescopes, yeah. One of our telescopes. If we get a moon base, if it's large enough, When I say large enough, like 5 miles at least. At least 5 miles wide. Or they did something to help us be able to identify where they're located. Whether that's going to be like powered lights and stuff like that. I know when they left Shoemaker. I honestly do not know. I'm not too sure. Never actually even tried to look it up. One thing I've never tried to look up. Gotta give some more brightness though. I could far see I mean, my equipment can't see it because of angular resolution. Those objects are crazy small. Like crazy small. Hey, put your camera on the telescope. It goes into just like an eyepiece. Let me see. I got one right here. I can show you. If I get my camera to come up. There we go. So basically, this is a camera on the top. This goes into where the eyepiece tube is, but you just take it out. Similar. Just like an eyepiece. Slide it in, lock it down. Just like an eyepiece when we do it. Not much of a difference though. Not much of a difference. I move around again. Until I hit it with my hat, knock it over anyways. Yeah, there's no scope. You need like a half-mile wide scope to see something that small, man. Way too small. So many craters on the structure. So many craters with structure in the center. Those are called central peaks. Central peaks are, if you think about it, like if you ever drop something in a bowl of water and you see that little drip come up in the center, same kind of concept that occurs on the moon. Whenever you drop something on, even in a sand bed, you can do the same thing. If like a marble, drop in a sand bed, and you'll see that peak come up right in the center. Very similar thing. Using a telescope for that. But similar, very similar concept. And then you also get other factors. So like the impactor itself, if it can survive and dig in, it can kind of push up a little bit, causing that to occur as well. Talking the roller and stuff. Can you see like super small skin cells on your toes, even though it's super clean? Again, it's going to be a logical fallacy again. Yeah, you see central peaks in most of the moons that we see. Even some of our impact here on Earth had central peaks. You can kind of make out the difference. You smell a moon donut, what the heck? That's crazy. A moon donut? So we can keep flying around here a little bit. Yeah, the telescope we're using is this one here. It's like right here by me, just on the other side of this wall sitting right here. Telescope we're using tonight. Let's see if we can focus though. Get a little better focus here. Maybe getting to where the atmosphere is saying like, whoa, you need to zoom out finally. Maybe actually. You guys want to try the other camera? Get a little bit more zoomed out, look at the moon a little bit wider per se. We can definitely do it if you guys want to do that. We can zoom out a little bit, get more of the entirety of the moon itself. Let me know if you guys want to. Portable telescope you'd recommend for this? For the moon? Binoculars. To be honest, binoculars for the moon. Like, they're wonderful. You can definitely get a big telescope if you want. This is the 8SE. I recommend the 8SE. That's a wonderful telescope. I'll type it in for you. This one's the Celestron 8SE. Yeah, cost. That telescope's about $1,600, and it comes with its own mount. This mount looks like that one right there. If I get it out of my way, that one right about there. Looks like that has a controller, hand controller to move it around with. It's actually really nice. It's really nice. You guys good? So we change out the camera. We're all on the same page here. Change out camera, get a little bit wider view. Get ready for some DSO. Go for some Galaxy, Globular cluster, Nebulae. Stellar nurseries at some point tonight. Yeah. Telescope can't see Neptune. We're good. Alright, let's do it. Let me do it here. Top hole near the... Oh, okay. Near Shackleton. I got you. We pull up the telescope. You guys can watch out there a little bit. Get rid of my big ugly face for y'all. Alright, let's do it. Let's change it out. You know what? I'll give you guys a full view. Well, maybe. Where's the camera? Let me come back real quick. I don't know why the camera ain't showing up over there. Canyon camera. It's not like turning on for some reason. Oh, there we go. Oh, so, oh, you know what? I know why now. That's the wrong camera anyways. That's so funny. I haven't done one for just the telescope. Crud. Here, let me do this way. Unlocking that. Here, outside camera, I think. Is that the right one? Okay, it is. How come I can't just select it? I want to select you. Oh, there we go. I can move it now. So here's the one I want to change out. On the right side where the camera's at, that's what we're going to take out. We'll get it all set up on the road. 2 seconds. We got this. Okay. Now we just gotta load up that camera and we should be good. The old Terminator line, that's right. Get it loaded up here. Get everything in focus as well. Okay, zoom out real quick here. Alright, let me get it all focused in. Go towards like, I don't know, 27,000 or so on the focuser. Let it run for a minute. Get all set up. We should be good. Kind of pay attention to it as it goes. It's probably gonna be 17,000. We're gonna go past it and have to come back. About 18,000, about 19,000. Okay, we'll move to 19,000 then. You know what, 18,000-ish, and then we'll go from there. Let's do this thing real quick. And we'll quickly focus it in, have a cool view. Oh yeah, this is in the way now, ain't it? We get that out of the way, get that out of the way. Alright, we'll get it past it just a little bit, and then we'll come back at it. Where's it going? Back, okay. We just passed. Now we gotta move it in a little bit. We should be focused in here in a minute. Come back out just a bit. Get completely focused in. We should be there. Just about. Maybe run us a little faster on the camera. Try to finish that focus. Move it over on the telescope. Here, here, here. Telescope over just a bit. Okay, and then let me reset all our settings here because it's just crazy bright now. That. We need to run faster. Okay, and then give it a little bit more brightness here. Not crazy amount of brightness, of course. How about that? Does that look okay? Kind of back out a little bit here for y'all. Right about there, probably. Move it over. There's our beautiful moon tonight. Check that out. Really beautiful moon. We're upside down. So let me flip it properly. That's the wrong way. My bad. Oh, there we go. Now we're kind of corrected. We probably could have done both. There you go. A little bit more what you'd expect to see. Oh, you definitely ain't gonna look at Aristicus. Not today. Your skills on that telescope are off the hood. That's all good. No, you're good. You can go to bed now. I got you. I appreciate it, Cheryl. Thank you so much. How would the live stream last? Tonight we're gonna go for Galaxy Nebulae, so it's gonna be a busy night. We don't have a lot to do. Why can't I go back, like, rewind to see something? Why can't you? I didn't have it turned on. Usually I don't when it's live streaming, because then people ask questions and never get a response, or they ask, like, I'll see the question and it'll be like 10 minutes later before it even comes through. It's kind of weird. I try not to when it comes to live streaming. Stephen Hine in the observatory playing with the telescope all the time. That's so funny. That's super funny. But dang it, man. Super funny though. If you guys want to grab a screenshot, feel free to do so of our moon tonight. Really beautiful moon. I'll point some areas out if y'all wanted to. The best rock we have, I would agree. You're welcome, Elizabeth. Yeah, absolutely. Sea of Fecundity, Tranquility, Serenity, Showers, Sea of Cold, Sea of Crisis, Bay of Roughness, Apollo 11, Apollo 17, Apollo 16, Apollo 15. Really, really, really gorgeous places tonight to be able to look at. See the ejecta coming out of some of these impact craters. The brightness, the albedo is a little bit higher from some of the young impacts. Eventually they'll be toned down though. Tony, what's up, man? How you doing, brother? How's your night, dude? When you switch your camera and we're rendering it, something streak by the dark thing, go back yourself later and see no way. I'll check it out. My videos are recorded though. You'll definitely be able to see the recordings here. I leave them saved here on YouTube, never jack with them. Oh, you're stuck in Denver? No way. Are you seriously? Are you stuck down there, brother? Hi, no beginnings. Good evening. How are you? How's your night? Right, let me take a look here real quick. I want to check something on the view. Make sure I click the moon. We're gonna let me do this properly here. Click the moon. Sync it properly. Click that. Click this. Hey, Cameron, you still in here or no? You guys want to see something really fast? Let me know if you guys want to see something really cool really fast. Look where we're doing close-up telescope atmosphere. They really don't. It's because it turned up. What was the NGC for that? While we're doing that, I'm going to go to something real quick as well while he gets that. I want to show y'all another little target here. Kind of move the telescope just a bit here. It's great. The moon is amazing tonight. It's absolutely gorgeous tonight. Let me turn off the light out here as well. All right, let's see here. I'm going to grab some light real quick. See if we got enough stars here. Yeah, we got plenty of stars. Connected telescope and place on it. NGC 5907. Okay, let me copy that for a minute. Actually, let me pin it. That'll be good enough. I'll remember. I'll remember. Oh, can't connect yet. I gotta close the focuser. Dang it, forgot about that. Okay. Connect. Let me do that. So I'm gonna show you guys a Galaxy real quick. Gonna go check out a Galaxy real quick. Hey, John, Galaxy. Supernova and Dust Lane. Okay. Nice. Let me get this one first. I'm going to do the Cigar Galaxy first. And then we'll go capture that. Then we'll get back to the moon, y'all. And only the rich can go to space. I mean, I guess, like, you can go to space. You're in space, so it's not that difficult. Alright, let's see here. Let me get us move the telescope over. Here comes that Galaxy. Can you all see it kind of coming in right there? Check that out. Here's the what's called the Cigar Galaxy. But I want to do a long exposure on it real quick. Do like 30 seconds maybe. Let's do a real quick 30-second long exposure photo, and then we'll go check out that. See where NGC 5907 is. See if we can see a supernovae. And then we'll be back to the moon. We'll get back to the moon here quickly. NGC 5907. I mean, yeah, Earth's in space, though. Okay, yeah, that's not too bad, dude. It's over by Draco. Very nice. That'll be alright. We can definitely do that. Alright, here we go. Here comes that photo. Check it out. Check out that galaxy. It's Cigar Galaxy there. It's pretty crazy. It's actually really crazy cool. Alright, let me come back over here real quick, turn up some brightness. Alright, so let's fly to the other side of the sky for a minute. Watch the telescope as it kind of moves around here real quick. We'll go to NGC 5907, see if we can capture that supernova real quick. Have you seen it yet, or no, Cameron? Hi Trish, good evening, how are you? How's your night? Just about there. Get it over here, take a real quick photo, and then we'll play soft. Get it centered up for us. There we go. Cover like a 2-second photo. Play soft, and then we'll move on over. It's not a bad setup at all. Really nice setup. Really nice setup. Up there a few nights ago. Oh, okay. I got you. I'm seeing the Galaxy come in there. I definitely see the Galaxy. Let's see how everything looks. Let it calm down for a minute. Are we still tracking Lunar? We are. Let me go to side reel. Let it calm down. Alright, let's try it. Let's see if we can see it. 30-second photo? Let's see what 30-second photo will do for us. Hopefully it'll do okay. Is he the Great Tree Nebula? Nope. We definitely ain't gonna do that. Hi Ben, how's your night, bud? How are you doing tonight? Okay, we got 7 seconds. We'll see what it looks like here. Been nice to have the C11 up, I guess, huh? Alright, let me bring in some brightness. Let's do a color calibration. More brightness again. Is it on this side over here? I can't really tell, but I'm guessing over here. Kind of looks like it'd be right there now. Or, oh wait, hold on. It's right here. That's not a star, is it? I can't tell yet. It actually looks like it right here now. Is that it or no? Is it this one, Cameron? North up would be north up, yep. Well, no, because we flipped, so north would be south. We're on the opposite side. I could pull it up real quick if you want me to. Let's see if I can pull it up. 2026 KID, right? Oh, you know what? It's actually closer, it looks like. That's it, I think, actually. Yeah. It'd be right here. That'd be it right there. That would be it. There's where it'd be. Let me pull it up one more time. Verify one more time. Where's it closer? Golly, it looks like that's about where it should be, actually. Yeah, it looks like it right there. You can even tell by the coloring now. It definitely looks like it right there. Nice, dude. That's super awesome. That's what you're going to be capturing and studying tonight, huh? Let me speed our camera up real quick. That'd be super cool target, man. Let me see here. Okay, now I can unpin that. There we go. All right. We'll get back to the moon here. But before we do, let's check one more thing. Because why not? No, we need to. No, we gotta check out one other object while we're over here. Right here is what we're gonna look at. This object right here. Let me get that out of the way. Man, take a real quick photo here. This is the real galaxy. This is actually a merging galaxy, interacting with each other. It's really cool. Get our images. Oh, no way. Different photo and try to make a nice color photo of it. That'd be super cool. Get our field of view. It's only 1 arc minute though. I gotcha. That'd be really cool though. All right, here we go. 12 seconds. We'll see this galaxy and then we're going to take off back to the moon again. That would be the game plan. Hey, a drink of water too. 3, 2, 1. Check that out. How cool is that? Emerging galaxy out there. Merging would be more of a proper term, most likely, than crashing. They're going to do more of a merge, kind of a pull in time type scenario, rather than just like smacking into each other. It's not that crazy. Oh, let me live stack it once first too. Why not? That image coming in right about there. Hold it, I'll do a color calibration so it looks a little bit cleaner, a little easier on the eyes. There we go. Check that out. Ain't that super awesome? Really beautiful. One of my favorites. Definitely one of my favorites. Okay. Go back over here. Come back over here. Let's swing back to the moon. Because the moon is just awesome. I know Cameron ain't gonna agree with this, but the moon is just awesome. And we don't have much longer with the moon tonight before it gets out of our view, sneaks up behind the trees. All right, on our way. Well, let's fly. Unraveling to the big one. Kind of looks like that, yeah. Kind of does look like that. I want to pull back our brightness so we don't get blinded by the light when we get over here. Definitely don't want to do that. You'll see a bunch of stars fly through as we're going through. Let me take out our brightness here. You know what? This brightness will be okay. On our way. On our way. They keep taking screenshots. Oh no. That's so funny. Alright, here comes our moon. Our beautiful moon there. Bring back some of the brightness, and there we go. Turn that off real quick. Here's our beautiful moon again. Love the moon. Yeah. See, there's nothing else you can see with this much detail. Plus, there's nothing else that gives us this much of a record. It's the craziest thing. So gorgeous, though. Look at the amount of impacts right here near the south pole moon. So crazy. There she is. There she is. Oh, thanks, Kevin. I appreciate that, buddy. Oh, thanks. We're going as a group. That's right. You guys want to do a stack real quick? Let's see if we can do a live stack of the moon. Just the brightness. Adjust everything here a little bit. We'll see if we can get a high definition photograph of the moon. It'll take it just a minute. We're about 40, 50 images so far. So this is the raw view, and this is the live stack view. Kind of gives you a difference in the view. A little bit more brightness. And all cleaned up here. Let it keep going, but you can see like how the high definition photograph is just, it's gorgeous. Really, really gorgeous when you do it this way. So much detail. Really beautiful. See a star? We can do that in a minute. Not only will I show you one star, I'll show you like 5 million or 500,000 stars, 500,000 stars. That work? We'll go that route. All right, here's 150 images. You guys want a screenshot? Feel free to grab it real quick before we take off again. I'll pull it back over a little bit. There you go. Bring a little bit more brightness, like that maybe. Turn off my histogram stretch. There you go. Really cool photo right there. Yes, leave that guy. We got it. I like to orbit the moon. Yeah, Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter orbits the moon. It's a satellite, but they have to be kind of high though. They really can't be like low because of the difference in gravity in different areas. Because there's some really like high gravity bubbles, so if they're really close, it'll kind of pull them in towards the moon too much. All right, let's do it. You want to see stars real quick? We can definitely look at stars real quick. I don't mind doing that for a second, then we can come right back. All right, off on our way again. Here we go. Let me turn our light back on. Here's the telescope here. Around the world we go again. 4 in the morning. Looking down like shadows. On our way. How are you getting these beautiful moonshots? Telescope. Just looking through a telescope. Alright, let me get us enough light here. Otherwise we're not going to see much when we fly across here. There we go. It's starting to come in the view. Get rid of that camera. We'll zoom in a little bit here. This is what I call it. This is a globular cluster. A massive amount of stars here, though. We'll grab a photo. Get I don't know, 15-second photo. That should be good enough. We'll do 15 seconds to grab a photo. We'll do a couple, and then we'll head back to the moon. Hi, Hope. Welcome in. How's San Antonio? How is San Antonio tonight? Yes. You gotta watch out on the caps. Bot gets mean. It's so aggressive. Alright, here we are. Let me do a color calibration. Stretch the histogram. We should get a bunch of them. There you go. 500,000 stars right there. Look at that. Ain't that crazy? There's so many stars right here. Gotta pull out some of the brightness. See how much is going on here. So many dang stars out there. Globular clusters are really beautiful to look at. This is M3 though. Probably one of the most like scientifically important globular clusters out there would be M3. It's really cool. Yeah, absolutely, Trish. Always a privilege. Even for me, it's a privilege to get to see it, to be honest. Alright, let's see. You guys ready? Get back to the moon again. Keep bouncing around different places. I'll take you to the hamburger galaxy, but, you know, it don't look like a hamburger. What's important? There's a lot of variable stars in this one. It has the most amount of variable stars than any other globular cluster. Going to a fiesta tomorrow? Oh, no way. That's so cool. That is so cool. I bring back all the brightness so we don't fly in here and get all blinded. Guess I should have brought in the telescope up. See how it's doing as it travels across? Looks like cables ain't getting caught up. That's always a good thing. 34,000 light years away to M3. Crazy. Alright, we're coming in on the moon, and it's super bright. Super dang bright. What did we do? Bought some of that brightness and adjust the histogram. There we go. M31, not right now. Not until about June. Best time to get to Andromeda. Hold up a little bit here. The moon, yeah, you gotta have your sunglasses on when that happens. I'm in the American Midwest, Bruce. Yeah, ain't that gorgeous though? Look at our moon tonight. So dang beautiful. If you want to go through the moon, we can go through it real quick. You're welcome, Steven. I know that was so bright. Sea of Fecundity, Tranquility, Serenity, Crisis, Showers, Cold, Bay of Roughness, Apollo 11 landing site, 16, 17, 15. 12 and 14 is going to be off in this direction here. Really, really beautiful view of the moon tonight, though. Really beautiful. It is beautiful. Texas can't see the moon. Oh, no way, Bruce. You got clouds or what? Oh, you do? You guys had a lot of storms tonight, didn't you? Ah, no way. Love seeing the telescope. You actually like seeing the telescope? Put it back in the view at some point. Now Spaceballs, right? Hi, Stephanie. Welcome in. How are you? Good evening. Welcome in, by the way. Come in a little bit more towards the moon. Move it over. This is South Pole that we're looking at here of the moon itself. It'll be looking down towards the south pole of the moon. Look at the amount of impact craters. It's crazy how many different impact craters are in this region. It's really insane. Oh, Stephanie, thank you for subbing. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for the support. You're welcome, bro. Yeah, man. Good evening, by the way. Have a good night, Flameheart. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. Go up here towards like the Sea of Showers where you see the mountain ranges. I think the mountains on the moon are some of the coolest features. Check out all the mountains here. How crazy cool is that? On the top impact crater, which one? There's a, like, you mean down on the bottom where we just were? The one with the central peak or what? Be diamonds, opal, silver, gold. There, you're gonna find quite a bit of stuff like that out there. Yeah, absolutely. You find about 96% of the same isotopes that we find here on Earth, roughly. This is the one you're talking about here. Just rims of massive impact craters. That's exactly it for the most part. Some of the mountains, please, up to about 18,000 feet, roughly. 18,000 feet is the highest mountain peak. Just about 18,000 feet on the moon, Mount Huygens. This is the moon, yeah. See the mountain shadows? I know, ain't that cool? Makes some of the coolest views. Being able to see the shadow effects on the moon itself. Gives you depth perception, or perceptive. See a bunny poking out one of those craters? That's crazy. That's really funny. Let me zoom back out for just a minute here. You guys can see it a little bit more. Crazy. You guys want to see Earth's rotation though? Let me back up a little bit. I'm going to turn off the mount. The mount is designed to track these objects through the sky. Like with the moon's like 12 degrees roughly per hour. We're going through the right ascension. A little bit of declination change as well. We kind of pull it right here. Let me disable the mount. Watch how fast it just kind of tries to leave our view there. It's crazy. So you're watching the Earth's rotation right now. Internet's wild tonight. Oh, I bet. Internet's wild every night. What are you talking about? It's crazy. Love looking at the Terminator line. Dr. Robert, good evening, brother. Good evening. It is Trish, absolutely true. Terminator line really gives us such definition to be able to view these things. Oh, Trav, that's amazing, brother. No way. Yo, that's super amazing. I love it. That's really awesome. I'm glad you got clear skies tonight. Let me move it up just a bit here. Let it kind of come through. As we do, I'm going to bring up a little bit of brightness. See if we can find any stars over here as well. I see one coming in on the very top. But let me know. I'm going to hold it right here for a minute. Let me track the moon now. Let me know. I'm going to move it over just a bit more though. Let me know if you can see the rest of the moon. This is kind of cool. It's kind of like the Da Vinci effect, or what's called Earth shine. It's sunlight bouncing off our atmosphere, going back and hitting the moon, and then we can actually make out part of the moon we normally don't see. Let me pull back some of that brightness. All right, look on the right there. Can you guys see it? Take a look right there. You see the outline of the moon? It's kind of hard to make it out, but it's right about here. How cool is that? That's super wild, ain't it? You can usually see this with your naked eyes when we're near like the crescent moon phase. Makes it really cool. Let me bring it back over here for us now. It's super cool to see. Yeah, Earth glow. Yeah. Let me move the telescope a little bit faster here. Just click the moon, we'll fly into it. 3, 2, 1. Oh, we on our way. We. Oh man. Yeah, when it's like 20-30% illuminated, beautiful time to get Earth glow. It's like going out and looking at it with your eyes. It's so amazing. It's really beautiful. What is it made of? About 96% of what we find here on Earth. Roughly about the same isotopes that we find here on Earth. It's pretty cool. It is our long lost little buddy out there. It is really awesome. Stop blinding me. I gotta do it though, man. You know I gotta blind you a little bit here and there. Absolutely crazy though. Hi Oakwood, what's up, buddy? Let's see your post. I've seen that one. I didn't see anything before it. Show us near by planets. Every planet's now out of my view. Jupiter's gonna be behind tree lines, so I wouldn't be able to see it. It'd be back behind my tree lines. It's very cool. I'll tell him that you said hi. I've seen that. My bad. I didn't see it earlier though. Yeah, Jupiter's behind tree lines for us now. Way back behind tree lines. I wouldn't be able to see it. We'll be looking at trees. Looking off in the direction of trees. I'd say vantage point, you know, Ryan from Artemis 2 would have had. Us? Oh no. I mean, they were right next to it. They're like 4,000 miles, or was it 4,000 miles roughly off of it? Mo, thank you so much, Mo. I appreciate that. Thank you. Oh, you got Kevin too. Kevin's here right now. That's awesome. Flaming Heart just left, I believe. Ben, I hope you're still in the house. Shadow as well. That's so cool. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. It's a bowling ball. It is an oblate spheroid, kind of like a lemon shape. That's what it is. There's Google Moon, yeah. Wonderful application. It is solid. It is solid. Has an iron core. There's nothing. It's like a perfect sphere. Yeah, thank you so much, Mo. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, make sure y'all join Discord with us, Ben. Shadow, you're already in there, of course. Would you call that a Jupiter juniper tree? What's that? That's funny. No, there's nothing inside the moon. We know there's an iron core inside the moon. We can see this through the seismometers, and now we're using LiDAR as well. Come on, Nick, you fell that joke, man. It's a bit lower in the northern horizon, or southern horizon. Oh, 5566, yeah. Too low for the observatory here. Right, ringing like a bell? Not enough moisture. Like here, we have a lot of moisture inside of our crust. On the moon, we don't. So it don't have like that baffle effect. Think of it like think of it kind of like a sponge. If a sponge is dry, you tap it, you can see it kind of shake. But if it's wet, you tap it, it's a little bit more just calm. That's kind of what we see with the moon. Marking chains fit in this scope, not too much, not in this setup, not too much at all. Mark-Larian chain is relatively large in perspective. What I would call, what you could only imagine. I would hope so. Yeah, I would hope so. That's your choice, Stephen. Oh man, timeless flows through when I look at the moon. Yeah. This one's about 1600. The telescope itself. It's roughly about 1600. Totally luck because it's surveillance still from 1,000 years ago. No. Oh my goodness. Are those mountains on the top right? They are. Yeah. These are actually mountains on the moon. Let me kind of zoom in a little bit. Get the Alpine Mountains on the top. The Mount Alpatines on the bottom. They're really gorgeous, aren't they? Mountains on the moon are some of the coolest things. Like really amazing. Really amazing. We wish we had a telescope big enough to see land sight. I mean, there's a lot of awesome images and videos online. Like you can look at India's second lander, Japan, China, Russia, all took photographs. Of course, the Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter. Artemis 2 just took a bunch of cool photos of them. There's a lot of things you can definitely see with them. I definitely don't have anything big enough or have that advancement to be able to capture those type of things. Yeah, the lava. Yeah, absolutely. Yep, absolutely. You feel within yourself. Thoughts? Have you heard bouncing around on this, man? Excitement, tired. Probably peace. Peace and calmness would probably be the way I'd go with it. It'd be cool. Oh yeah, with the huge telescope, like half-mile wide though, Kevin. Like you'd have to have like a half-mile wide telescope, and that's bare minimum. And then we have to get rid of the atmosphere somehow, which causes other distortion effects that we have. It'd have to be a massive telescope, like a really massive telescope. We got a love-hate relationship. Oh my goodness. That'd be crazy. Crazy, crazy. Hi Vanessa, good evening. How are you? How's your evening? Good evening to you. Good to see you. All my favorite planets to observe: Jupiter and Venus, to live on Earth. I'm great, Zon. How you doing, buddy? You like Neptune? Neptune's cool. Neptune's a lot of fun. It's one of the high targets right now for studying. That's really cool. Oh, you're welcome, Lori. Good to have you, by the way. Good to have you. Have to work together to form a big one. Oh yeah, so you can do that. You can actually work with a bunch of different ones and then look at what your angular resolution would be based on doing that. I don't know the math though. You'd have to do that math to get the angular resolution. You'd have to do it. But it's called angular resolution. When you talk about something at what distance, how much of a how large of an optics would you need to be able to resolve that? Hey, it's gonna be quite a bit of math though. It'd be quite a bit of math. I've been interested in space since I was 8. Oh, Lady Diane, thank you so much. Thank you for that, Diane. Thank you so much, and welcome back. By the way, good to have you. Lady Neptune, possibly plentiful rare minerals. Now, mostly based on solar maximum. We only see like storms flare up on Neptune when solar maximum occurs. That makes it really interesting. Need a little bit more light, or is it okay, y'all? Bring a little bit more light for you. Starting to see the ejecta from Tycho here on the bottom. Starting to really kind of come through a little bit better. Titan and Triton. Okay. No moons that have atmospheres yet. You show out the planets, not tonight. Tonight, planetary views are pretty much it. At some point, we'll probably look at Pluto. It depends on if I decide to go for a jog or just stay alive. It just kind of depends on how things will go tonight. But we'll probably go and check out Pluto, some other really cool targets tonight. After the moon here, it'll be mostly focused on DSO, so we'll go for Galaxy, Nebulae, Globular, Cluster, Stellar Nurseries. That would be the plan for the night. We're probably in somewhere around Pluto or even the Eagle Nebula. I fear the shot the heat wave back. Yeah, you want to actually see something interesting about that? There's something really interesting where I can actually show you kind of what we see. 24 hours? No, I couldn't stream 24 hours. You'll see me more in the daytime soon, but that'd be kind of cool. Do you want to see something? Let me see if I can do this properly. My camera, telescope camera. Let me turn on the light right here too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the door that's right next to that telescope right there. When I do, all the heat will leave the control room here at the observatory and go right in front of the telescope, and you'll see it go through. It's super wild. So let me get my camera back off anyways. And then I'm going to open up the door. Let me zoom out a little bit so you can kind of see this effect. All right, here we go. Watch what happens. Give it just a minute for the heat to kind of roll in front of it. You see it happening right there? Right about there. How crazy is that? All that heat now blowing through the observatory and getting in front of the telescope. And of course, we're going to lose all heat here in a minute, but ain't that crazy cool? Let me shut the door. Here we go. So what's crazy about that, right up here, right above where the TV's at, I don't know how well you can see it over there, there's a ventilation fan that we actually have to install in here because of all the computer systems that run in the monitors, of course. So like we have to always be pulling the heat out. Otherwise it gets in front of the telescope and you just always have that same issue. It's pretty wild like that. Definitely one of the wild things that we got to deal with. But it is what it is at the same time. Get used to it. Bad design. Putting the door next to the telescope, by the way. Bad design. Oh, thanks, Aiden. I appreciate that, buddy. I appreciate it. Should charge my watch real quick, too, huh? Charge up my watch. Get it all going. Plug that, plug this in. There we go. Alright, I'll get my big old ugly mug out of this view so you guys can enjoy the moon. For your observatory, yeah, don't do it. Don't put a door next to the telescopes. Horrible idea. Have a secondary door. Have a secondary door. Could drag your mount outside? No, I couldn't do that. All the mounts setting up like that would suck. Absolutely not. Could not do it. You're cold-blooded? At least you're a decent person, though. Notice I went with decent. Temperature barrier on the moon. It does. It gets really hot and really cold. So if we talk about like the side that faces us, it's about 220, 240 degrees positive Fahrenheit. And then as the night phase comes around, it drops to like negative 210, negative 220 degrees. That's pretty well. Got the AM5. AM5s are really nice. Yeah. But it does. It's really hot and really cold. No atmosphere to help kind of stabilize the temperatures on the moon. Carry the whole thing. Kind of waiting all, yeah. I hear you though. Fashion taken apart, yeah. Yep, I hear you. Altogether, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 electronic mounts. And we had 20 telescopes. I sent out 4, and I got 2 more coming. In fact, I pick up one on a Monday, and then the dedicated hydrogen alpha telescope hopefully is going to be here in the next couple of weeks. Hopefully. Let's see if we can focus a little bit here. You know what? It's not actually that bad of focus. It's actually decent currently. More asteroid impacts on the moon, though. There's a ton of asteroid impacts on the moon. Like large impacts occur like once every 10,000 years, though. But the moon's always getting pelted, like constantly. Since you've probably been in my live stream, it's got hit plenty of times. But they're relatively small, mostly micro meteoroids, which are like sand grains, basically. You're the husband knowing to carry for you. That's true, man. The moon is tough. That is true. The crickets. There you go. Gonna throw out some crickets, Elizabeth. Wait until the crickets start up here. I really haven't heard very many lately. Yeah, you'd like to see a live impact. The way to do that is we got to be looking more in the dark side. Over here. Not quite where the moon's located itself. And then what you want is more brightness. More brightness, more brightness. And now we're looking for a flash. And that's kind of what you're looking for when you're trying to capture impacts on the moon. It's hard to see impacts on the bright areas of the moon, of course. Believe in aliens? I think aliens are out there. I think they'd definitely be out there. Get back some of that brightness. There we go. I definitely think they'd be out there. Yeah, it'd be cool to see a live impact though. Temperature different in the shadow compared to the lit areas. That is true. Yep. Exactly what it'd be. Exactly what it'd be. Like, there's deep impact craters near the south pole of the moon, though, where sunlight never gets into them. That's where we find that ice water, and it's about negative 420 degrees. Think about that temperature, negative 420 degrees. Insane. Insanely cold. Get a drink real quick, y'all. Some believe squids are aliens, yeah. Some do believe that. Thank you, Cora. Yeah, absolutely. You're welcome. Come up here just a bit. Look and see if Tranquility right here. Apollo 11 landing site. It's right about there. Sea of Tranquility, the Bay of Roughness, Sea of Serenity going to come up over here. Apollo 16, 17, 15, all coming into the view. Raspberry lemonade tonight? No, I'm actually drinking strawberry kiwi from Circle tonight. One more time. On what? Which one? Sorry. One more time on what, bud? Ice and Mars and somehow melt it would be drinkable. Yeah, if you wanted to, I guess. Definitely CH2O on Mars. Hi Shannon, how you doing? We can actually see it even in the atmosphere. Some of the ice kinds of heats up a little bit. We can measure that through spectroscopy. Bruce, what were you asking for, bud? Apollo mission that landed on it were manned, right? That is correct. The Apollo missions were manned. Thank you, Sue. I appreciate it. Thank you. Honestly, thank you. Like this elsewhere in our beautiful universe? I would assume so. Based on sheer numbers alone. It's crazy. Definitely crazy. Hey, Motor City, what's up, brother? How you doing, bud? How's the flooding up that way? Starting getting better or no? Let me zoom out just a bit here. Bring out some of that brightness, crazy brightness that we got. There we go. You're fine, that's good, Shannon. That's awesome. Alright, here's Earth's rotation. I'm going to turn off the mount again. We'll watch Earth rotate. It's actually a pretty cool little view. Watch it kind of go through. It's actually not really that spherical. It looks like an egg or a lemon. Pretty wild. There's a bulge that faces us though, from the gravitational tides that we have with the moon and the moon has with us. It creates this gravitational bulge that faces right toward us. Planetary light happened, like I said. There's some planetary alignments. There was one back last month as well. The edge of existence, an alien, far, far away, dang. Near Detroit. Oh, okay. Traverse City, Cadillac area. I gotcha. That's crazy. Temperature on the moon alone will be a challenge. Yet there's some impact, or sorry, so there's some lava tubes that are interesting. Some of those lava tubes are closer to like 66, 67 degrees. That's really interesting. Yep, we're using equatorial mount tonight. Hi Bea, ¿cómo está? Find where the wild signal came from. I think there was some studies that were done that had a pretty good idea about where they came from anyways. We pull back over here. We're going to turn on tracking again. You want to grab a screenshot of the moon real quick. Perfect time. Beautiful time. Hi, Tofu. Good evening. Good evening, good evening. Good evening. Breathtaking, always is. The moon is always breathtaking, it really is. Watching the moon float out of view, yeah. Puts in perspective how fast things really are just moving in the cosmos. It's just so pretty. Absolutely stunning. I'm good, Betty. How you doing? Welcome in. Good evening. And happy Friday, y'all. Made it to the weekend. Hey now. Made it to the weekend. Y'all made it to the weekend. That's so cool. We made it to the weekend. Anybody have any awesome plans for the weekend? Hey, we're never able to signal back yet. Yep. It's Saturday now. That's true. It is Saturday now. That is true. Well, that is true. It is Saturday now. Doing some laundry this weekend, been nice. The moon does rotate, it does. Yeah. Working 12 hours Saturday, big paycheck. I love it. That's amazing. Morning streams, you gonna be about the sun considering there's nothing else like celestial. We've done a few solar streams, but yeah, I mean that's what the dedicated hydrogen alpha telescope's for. The sun. Good morning from French. Oh, good morning. Welcome in. Home relaxing TV. Nothing wrong with that idea. You know, it's a beautiful idea. That's definitely a beautiful idea. Ah, Tofu, thank you so much. Yo, thank you for the corgi. I appreciate that, Tofu. Thank you so much. Corgi's absolutely awesome. Should be sleeping. Oh, you gotta cut down 5 trees tomorrow. Rather be watching this. Dang. I'm watching well. What's up, Burnett? Welcome back. Got a new setup going on. Tonight we're just using the 8 SE. So that's you running to the live stream. Okay, I got you. The corgi is so cool. I like that, guys. Yeah, it rotates very slowly. It does rotate very slowly. About 27 days, 7 hours, 43 minutes to make that one rotation. Aiden, have a good night, buddy. Thanks for hanging out with us. Have an amazing night. Looks like it's underwater. Atmosphere does that to us. The atmosphere does it to us. If I open up the door here right next to the telescope from the control room of the observatory, you would see exactly what I'm talking about. I can show it to you if you want to see it. Oh, thank you, Lori. I appreciate it. I appreciate that. Thank you. But if you want to see, I can show you. Easy way to kind of see what's kind of going on there. Good way to understand how it works. We're getting close to the tree line, though, y'all. So next is going to be Galaxy, Nebulae, Globular clusters, stellar nurseries. That will be the next live stream. Next one coming up. Oh, thanks, dude. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, by the way. I appreciate that. I got a festival international this weekend in town. Staying at home. Too many people. There you go. I kind of understand that. I definitely kind of understand that. Makes sense to me. You know, it makes a lot of sense to me. Makes a lot of sense to me. Kind of zoom back in a little bit here on the south pole of the moon. Massive amount of impact craters down here. Nice and I appreciate that. Thank you, Sue. I try to be. I think the one thing that we can all do is just be kind. Be kind would make this planet so amazing. If we could all just get there on the same page, it'd be awesome. It'd be really good. It'd be really good. You want to get rid of the effect of the atmosphere yet? Absolutely true. Being kind is free. Absolutely. And we all could get there. It'd be awesome. We're bringing a little bit more light force down here. See some more of the impact regions. The younger regions as well. Some of the young debris, the ones that have higher MBLI. which reflect a lot more light. Being kind is nice and it's free. Absolutely true. Everyone does appear to be nice. Every now and then you get kind of like people come through that just want to be whatever, but for the most part, yeah. I think for the most part, everybody's a relatively nice person. There's always going to be those that have anger in them, though. You just got to deal with it for what it is. You're pretty mean? Whatever. Your telescope's beating you up. We already know better. Come on. Check out some of the mountain ranges up here. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Gotta add more water to my circle bottle. Yeah, Automod gets the capital letter people for sure. It goes for it. It goes for it. Oh, thank you, Trish. Some people come in here claiming it's BS and AI. Yeah, often. But it's fine. Like, I can understand. Like, making a claim is pretty wild. But if you were to say, like, is this AI? Is this a real view? Like, easily I could show this is what we're doing. But some people get that way, though. Some people do get kind of weird. It's even funnier when we got clouds going through, not a really good view. And then they start to claim that. That's probably one of my funniest times. Like, yeah, I'm using AI to put clouds in front of the moon and make it a horrible view. But whatever. It's all good. I definitely understand the verifying aspect and the trust issues that one could have when it comes to these type of things. Like, I understand it. I got no problem with that at all. But I think it's fine to ask questions. Nothing wrong with asking questions whatsoever. Yeah, type a lot of gaps. Yeah. Yeah, it happens. It is what it is. Yeah, most of them are trolling. That's all they really try to do for the most part. Is what it is, though. Let's see. Well, look at the sun real quick. That area was popping off like crazy yesterday. There's two different regions on the sun that were going insane. Absolutely insane. I'll try to run a model. See what it shows. Jay Scott just said he had 2 brain cells in capital letters somehow, and they're fighting for 3rd place. Very nice. Yeah, that's what most do, for sure. That's what most do, for sure. There we go. Solar winds 442.8 kilometers per second. Nothing crazy coming up in the next like 48 hours anyways. Yeah, nothing super crazy. Speaking of which, right? The news crater that Artemis mission was talking about made while riding. So Carol, it's on the far side. It's not visible to us. Or it's like kind of like on the edge, not visible to us. But if I know when people say the moon landings were never happened because we can't see them with the telescope. Yeah. The logic of it just kind of fails. I always go back to the logic, like, we're in a space race with the USSR, which is the first one to put anything in space. They landed on Venus. Didn't pan out well. They landed on the moon. They're the first ones to take the far side of the moon photos back in the 1950s. They clearly could verify if we landed or not, and they conceded that we landed there. That's one of the biggest things that I look at. It's just a logical sense that if they could have embarrassed the USA, they would have done so. And I think that's one of the biggest things. Then you look at the rocks that we have here, the samples that were sent out, not just here, universities here in the USA, but all across the globe, and the photographs from China, Japan, India. Like, you put all this together, though, like, it would be so easy for a country to call out the USA and make us look like fools, but it don't happen, so it's kind of whatever. is kind of whatever. I think at that point it's just logical fallacy is just absolutely there. People that usually need a job like at McDonald's as a cook never make it to a manager. Landed a man on the moon. Landed on Apollo 11. Oh yeah, absolutely. And in fact, they probably could have done it if they really wanted to. They probably could have done it if they really wanted to. But we did it first. That's what it is. Yeah, Russia had beautiful images of the far side of the moon. Or USSR, I guess, if you want to name it properly, huh? But if you're just coming in, hello. Welcome in, by the way. Hope you guys are having an amazing Saturday morning, Friday evening, whatever it is, shall be for you. This is a live view of the moon from here in the American Midwest. Doesn't believe it all, to be clear. She believe Mars is in Earth's atmosphere or dome. She says, I'm still wrapping my head around that. That's interesting. It's actually really interesting. That's a pretty wild thought. Think of the atmosphere aspect. We know our atmosphere goes out there pretty far, but mostly from solar winds. But that'd be a pretty interesting thought for sure. You can recall the USA landing on the moon. Hi, Solana. Good evening. Do a live when NASA lands on the moon again. I would be able to do a live. We won't see nothing. It'll be super small, so we can see them like on the way out there because it's still relatively a bright target that we can capture. But when they get to the moon's so much brighter, right? And here's what would happen: we'd be looking for a faint object, but it's going to be like this, but so much worse. The moon's way too bright to be able to do it. If it was a new moon and it wasn't near the sun, obviously it'd be much easier to do. It'd be pretty low. Bless her heart, indeed. Yeah, that would be the right response for sure. That would basically be the right response for sure. As big as Saturn V, yeah. There's some wild things, man. Like, think about some of these rocket boosters now that they're catching when they come back. 20-story buildings basically coming out of the sky that they're catching with an arm. Like, I am really surprised with where we are nowadays. Those things just like really blow my mind. Honestly do blow my mind. Things that blow my mind. And again, if you are coming in, hi, welcome in. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications if you do like astronomy. Is what we try to do here. People with the view through the telescope are the best possible thing. I think so too, man. Come back, astronomy, ladies, science to know. Yeah. I appreciate it, man. Go start sharing. Yo, that'd be pretty cool. That'd be really cool. The tech has really gotten amazing. I agree. Yeah. Yeah, but I think one thing is not so much that it wins in that aspect, Cameron, but what you do is you make sure that those that feel like they're scared to speak out about the evidence, the science, have backing. We're like Flat Earth community has a lot of backing. It's a really small community, but they're so loud, absolutely loud, that they feel secure in their own boots, and that's the craziness thing of it. Yeah, they definitely could brag about putting a probe on Venus. Yeah, absolutely. Those little grid fin thingies. Oh man, yeah, I'm talking about the boosters, the big old boosters that like the what's the one from Tesla or from Elon Musk? Thing is massive. They're not as gorgeous. Oh, okay. Those are smudgy dim galaxies and record squiggly spectra. I got you. Yeah. I mean, it's interesting though. That science is a little bit above, obviously, but still really interesting. I think really interesting. I think it's very interesting. Move the telescope just a bit here. At some point, we're gonna have to run outside here though. Come back the first time, I just kept saying, no, all the way down. Did you really? That's so funny, Trish. That's so funny. Yo, that's so funny. Yeah, from Monero letters, yeah. One way to learn fast, throw ideas and money at the problem. Sometimes true. Sometimes true. And try not to repeat the same mistakes over and over. Yeah, sometimes true though. Hi Joanne, welcome in. Good to have you. Good to have you. It's sometimes true. Definitely don't try to repeat the same thing or the failures over and over, obviously. The camera tonight's the SV405CC Camera. All right, Bruce, have a good night, man. I tell you, I'm having a couple days ago. Strange and weird. No, it's got to be. Yeah, kind of. Oh, it is what it is, though. I can tell you what it. Oh, I think you can guess, yeah. Yeah, I got what you mean. I bet it's 2 words, too. Hey, Astro, how's it going, buddy? Welcome in. Well, that's about 2 hours. One very long. Yeah, it wasn't too long. Hi, but welcome in. Good evening. Yeah, it definitely was not very long at all. We have to be getting close to the tree line at this point. Yeah, we are. Pulling into the tree line. Step pull into the tree line already. That is the moon. That is true. This is the moon. Space shuttles were reusable, yeah. Return pod of Artemis 2. It's only one time used, like it was 50 years ago. For the most part, there's a lot of fittings that have to change up for the actual landers. Since this one, like when we talk about Artemis 2, the Orion capsule, it wasn't designed to be a lander. So when the landers go up, then there's a little bit of a difference in how all that will work. This stream, I mean, looked at so far, Jupiter, the moon. We looked at Cigar Galaxy M3 Globular cluster. We looked at a supernovae just a bit ago. Then we looked at the Whirlpool Galaxy. Then back to the moon. So a few things. We've done a few things so far tonight. Laser rails flat. Oh my goodness, no way. That's crazy. I've never met a true flat earther. Like, I honestly have not. I met trolls, obviously, but I've never met someone that I would say is a true flat earther. There's one currently. There's quite a bit of them. But we looked at Cameron's in here, by the way, which studies supernovae from Hawaii. But he told us to go off to Colwyn over in NGC 5907. Hope I got that right. NGC 5907. Nice view of the Terminator line. That's true. I like more the waxing phase than I do the waning phase, though. Yeah, some are serious, delusional, but serious. Yeah. You don't think they exist in the wild? I'm kind of the same way, Kevin. Like, I know that there are, though. That I know there are some that exist in the wild, obviously, but yeah, for sure. It's an online thing. You need to be like where you can fit in. Oh, there you go. There's Cameron Singer right there. NGC 5907, the knife says Galaxy. Well, there you go. I gotta put some more water in my circle bottle, y'all. 2 seconds here. All right, we good. And then I need to run outside because of that water that I put in the circle bottle earlier, saying, hey, the only way you're drinking this is get rid of some water. Which is kind of funny. You guys want to check out the telescopes I walked by? I can show it to you. We'll move this real quick, my bottles. All right. Let me know if you guys want to see the telescope. We can back up a little bit. You got an 8-inch Smith screen or what? That's what we're running tonight, is the 8-inch Smith screen. I didn't mention that. Oh, dang. Fine then. Alright, let me throw in the telescope real quick as I walked by it. I'll tap it. You guys will be able to see the moon shake a little bit. No, you're watching a live view of the moon tonight. Oh, beautiful moon. Kind of pull it up there enough. There you guys go. Alright, 2 seconds. Try to look for a mount. Oh, man. I love the EQ6R Pro Mount. I won't lie. It's a beautiful mount. Alright, 2 seconds, y'all. Alright. Back to it. Back to it. Come looking for a map. Oh, looking at cloudy nights for an affordable one. Kind of like too. Oh man, so awesome. I like the EQ6R Pro Mount. It's a really wonderful mount. Simply got it off and implode. What? What would you want to do that for? The moon is super beautiful tonight. Really stunning. Such a beautiful view. Hey, what up, Hayden? How you doing, buddy? How's your night? Started kind of slow drift through our view. Or do you guys want to see Earth's rotation? I'd let it fast drift, actually. Watch Earth's rotation. We'll just move it over every now and then. And it drifts through our view. Always a beauty. Hi, Timothy. Just want to be a mean troll. Oh, dang. I'll trip you, brother. Oh, no. Well, 3 questions, dang. Alright, sounds good, Mo. Sounds good. Let me pull back over here again in our view. Bias Pierce Chaos. Oh, that's crazy. Hi, Jammy. How are you? How's your night? What's jammy today? What a beautiful night is today. It is such a beautiful night tonight. Yeah, Earth rotates very fast. If you think this is crazy, if we zoom in, you'll be like, oh wow, we're really moving. Groovy, nice, good. Saturn, shall we? It's not above the horizon. It's already set. Like, share your channel and post on Facebook. That's fine, Sue. Absolutely. That's fine. What's your favorite color? What's the meaning of life? And what's the color of space? That's so funny. Blue. I honestly think the meaning of life is to be kind and respectful to each other, to make sure we make it through the day and not offend others. And then the color of space would be translucent. I'm sure that's for Jenny though, no? Man. You can see this from your house right now. Awesome. You're welcome, Sue. Yeah, you're welcome. EOS 3 okay, yeah, the Rebel. I'm gonna hook it up to the 8-inch. Was wondering if I gotta get a view like this. Need a dedicated camera. So I would definitely, so you can use it. The Rebel will work, but you'll need a T adapter for the Rebel, and then you also want to get a focal reducer. The 6.7 focal reducer for the SCT. Kind of telescope tonight. We're using the 8-inch Smith Cassegrain telescope from Celestron right here. This will be all the equipment coming through. She's out of the room on a catapult. Dang, dude. I mean, wrong only if you feel like it's wrong, I guess. Oh my goodness. I'll pull back over here real quick. Got the Evolution 8. Oh, lovely views. That's amazing. Evolution 8 would be amazing. I'm picking up another 8SE Monday. There'll be 3 of them here. One of them's broken though. The front, the corrector plate's broken, but I'll be picking up another 8SE on Monday. Be coming right up. And we have a hydrogen alpha solar scope going to show up hopefully in the next few weeks. Be really awesome. We're getting some cool views of the sun. Right now we're using the SV405CC from S-Wave Bunny. Whole thing set up. Oh yeah, having a lot of clouds. Okay, well you're going to get more when you buy more equipment. You know how cloud tax is, right? See Apollo junk left behind up there. I wish. That's way too small for my equipment. Way too small to be able to see. I need a new name. Welcome back. Thank you so much for the star. Good evening to you, or good morning, whichever it shall be. Good to see you again. Need a corrector for the 8 SE? Yeah, I highly recommend it. A focal reducer is really good. Always good to have. Hi Robert, good evening, buddy. Good morning. It sounds good, Tofu. Late bedtime for the night. I got you. Have an amazing night. Thanks for hanging out with us. You need a space shrubbery. What? What plants are visible? None right now for me. None at all. Pluto will be coming up soon, but none right now at all. Jupiter's getting ready to set. And make sure you don't see anything when you get the telescope all together. Yeah. Cloud tax is a thing. It is a thing. Hi Miles. Welcome in, buddy. How's Texas, guys? You guys get a lot of storms today or no? Thank you, Diane. I appreciate that. Absolutely. Have an amazing night. Thanks for hanging out with us. You can see Pluto through this thing. Yeah, absolutely. If this one don't work, we'll throw on the 11-inch, but this one does. It can pick up Pluto. It can pick up Pluto. Got a smudge on the lens. Did we? I didn't see it. It's possible. Dust gets on the lens quite often. It does happen. Yeah, the 8SC can definitely pick up Pluto. See through your slash. It's not about the distance, about how bright an object is. It's just a light bucket. It captures light. So it has to be something bright. Usually large works really well, and depending on your setup as well. Beautiful in San Antonio. Weather's nice. I love it. That's awesome. I kind of miss going down towards San Antonio. Beautiful area. Watching this is almost hypnotic. It is. Yeah. Watching the Earth's rotation is crazy. I think it's really cool. It's a big round gray smudge on the lens. Dang, dude. What are you doing? Yep, we are outside of planetary season currently. Back our telescope be able to pick up detail on Pluto. Hardly ever would that ever happen though. The angular resolution on that would be tough. Yeah, it's about magnitude 15, yeah. Yeah, you can pick it up the 8 SE. Yeah. You definitely can. You'd be surprised. So like you're viewing useful magnitudes different than what your optical magnitude would be when you're taking longer exposure photographs. No satellites. Yeah, we got brightness turned way down. F-stop F10 natively, but with the 6.7, then it's about F6.7 roughly. Yeah. Long exposure photography does a pretty good job. Don't think technology advances in a degree in the future. No. No, not without like having a bunch of telescopes together to get that kind of angular resolution. But no. You're always going to have the physical aspects that are going to make it tough. The moon. What's up, Logan? It is. Yeah, welcome in. Yep, the physics are quite the challenge when it comes to something like that. And of course, yeah, the atmosphere is tough. We live on a beautiful planet, but that beautiful planet gives us a wild atmosphere, like a really wild atmosphere. Really, really wild atmosphere. And by the way, if you are just coming in, hi, welcome in. This is a live view of the moon right now from here near Kansas City, Missouri, or the American Midwest. Here in a bit, though, the moon's going to be out of our view. It's going to go behind trees, where we won't be able to actually view it from the observatory. And what we're going to do is go for Galaxy, Globular cluster, Nebulae, stellar nurseries, and hopefully Pluto. Hopefully we'll end it with Pluto tonight. Later is F9.3. That won't be bad though. I mean, like on a that's like crazy though. F9.3. Holy moly, bro. Oh yeah, and you are way zoomed in on it, huh? That is crazy. F9.3 for guiding. Yo, that's crazy. If it was a small one. I haven't. Not me personally. Not me personally. See the International Space Station, or is it moving too fast? We can track it. It just has to be going overhead. It's going to be going by Central America. Right now it's over by Africa. Currently by Africa. Let me pull up some calculations real quick. It gets about 23 degrees high at 345, about 15 degrees at 522, 12 degrees at 7. So they're going to be really low passes as they go through tonight. About 345 though, it comes off in the... It basically goes over us, but it's not illuminated by the sun at that point. How fast does it travel? About 17,000 miles per hour, 17.5 or so. It depends though. It kind of, the 17.5 is the maximum speed. It depends on how its movement is. The further away it gets away from Earth before it starts to drop back at us, it obviously gets slow. And as it starts to drop towards us and gets really closer, then you get up to that 17,500 mile per hour. I got you. Clear skies, buddy. Clear skies. Hopefully you get clear skies soon. Hi, Nikki. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. The ring's a Jupiter band. It's kind of both. Jupiter's bands come in pretty well. They come in similar to like Saturn's rings. It's not that hard to get either. Now have a good night. Thanks for hanging out with us. Focal ratio tonight. Yeah, focal ratio is pretty cool. Yep. Aiden's back. I thought you were going to bed, Aiden. What happened to going to bed? Yeah, absolutely, brother. Absolutely. You are back. I see this. I can see. You are back. I wonder if I can create a model pass points for this. I gotta remember how to actually do this. I gotta export the model. I can't even remember anymore. Use ASTAP. Focal length on here. Let me see if I can kind of set it up for the ISS for later. The moon is so cheesy, yo. Pull this back over here. Let me get the setup that we're currently using here. See if I can enter all this stuff real quick. Hmm. 1280 millimeter, and the camera pixel size will be 4.63 UMs. Okay, try that, save that. The only thing is we'd have to put the camera on that setup though, when I go to actually try to capture the ISS coming through. Moon was made of cheese. Wouldn't have any crackers. Dang. – 1 a.m. there. Ah, here comes the pond. 1 a.m. here. Transform in the dark side. Dang, dude. You ever talk to him? You ever talk to him? make sure we're good over here. Okay, and go back to the orbital data. See if there's any transit coming up with the ISS as well, with the moon. None. Dang, that'd have been really cool. Go through June 1st, maybe. One giant moldy cheese, that is true. Crystal clear like an October moon. What's that plants has living things? Kind of like plants. Alive in their own way. That's interesting. We actually have a ISS transit on June 15th going in front of the moon. June 15th. Man, it's only going to be 6.5 degrees though. Huh. What about a solar transit? Hi, Stephen. Have a good night, brother. Have a good night. Michael, are you a flat earther? Is that what you're trying to say? Did you literally just come in and say, I got 2 brain cells? No way you just said that. I know you ain't. I'd assume you're not anyways. I've got 2 solar, looks like 2 solar transits with the ISS. June 10th. There would be one. Ooh, goes right through the middle of the sun at 3:38 p.m. Yo, that'd be awesome. Does that count? I guess. If you want it to count, I guess. Yeah, so June 10th, 3:43 roughly. There would be the ISS transit in front of the sun. Yo, we'll have the hydrogen alpha telescope at that point. Yo, that'd be crazy cool. That'd be really cool. It actually goes in front of the sun at 15:38 though. That'd be 56 degrees above. I'll have to try to remember that. And create an event for that. That'd be really cool. Can you say nothing? We should be able to see it on here. Yeah, should be able to see it that day. We'll go for it. If it's turned, why do we only see one side technically locked to us? Its rotation is exactly the same as it takes to orbit around Earth. So it's synchronization rotation. Hi Cosmic, how you doing, buddy? How's your night? Yeah, an ISS solar transit will be really awesome. Dude, it goes right through the middle. It's like beautiful how it goes through. It looks like it'll be a beautiful, beautiful capture. There's one on May 26th at 2:51, but it's like it barely comes into the sun. Like it's there, but it's not. I mean, we could also try that one. Wonder if we can ever take clear images of exoplanets. In a sense. In a sense. One time I'll have to go back to it. And, that'd be awesome. More practical to do it at home, though. Yeah. I bet it is. Oh, I bet it is. Seeing what Voyager is seeing at this moment. That'd be amazing. I could see. I could definitely imagine that. I can imagine it. I can definitely imagine. Do you think there's anything on the other side? A lot more impact craters. A lot more impact craters. A lot less of the basalt lava that we see, or the solidified ancient lava beds that we see on this side, the dark masses. There's a lot less on the far side. A lot less. Picture of the moon when we first started. One later night. We can see it wobble. Yeah, absolutely. And we see liberation for sure. Yeah, you can definitely pick up liberation. The elevation of the air is so thin. Oh, it gives you a headache after a little while. Does it really? Are you from out there or no? Are you from Hawaii or just there for the science? Oh, okay. Okay, not from Hawaii, but you're from Pennsylvania. I got you. That makes sense. I got you. I got you. You like it out in Pennsylvania or no? Just take oxygen tanks with you. You'll be fine. Dang. Finish your third year in your PhD. Wow. That's amazing. That's really awesome, huh? That is really awesome. I just seen like a bird fly through. Anybody see that? I'm gonna start zooming in. Pennsylvania's great state. Okay, good dark sides too. Cherry Springs. A lot of people mention Cherry Springs out there. Oh, there goes another bird. Y'all see it? Was that a bird? Looked like a bat, didn't it? Just went by way too fast. Kind of looked like a bat flying through. Yeah, 3 years ago, yeah. Dude, time goes so fast, though. Like, flies by. Back the right way. Which one? The one from 2024. But I actually have to look up where that impact crater was again. Oh, the Artemis mission? Carol? That's not really in our view. It's like only 225 meters wide. That's a small impact crater. Like a really small impact crater. That's true, John. That's kind of true. Okay, sounds good, Jenny. Where the moon was right on the other side. Beta rotated. Yeah, it's in the different side of the sky, so the telescope flips when we change the position of it or flip it between the sides of the pier. Plus, we can bring in more brightness if we needed to. We can flip the view just based on camera as well. Different things you can do. Change up how things look. I need a new name. I appreciate that. Thank you. It's good to have you again. In the Philippines now? Oh, no way. Was it Megadon Gabi-Bo? Or the Gabi? For use 2:15? It is 1:16 in the morning for me. The moon does always show the same face, but it's not necessarily true either because it shows us about 59% of its face. Astronomy and consider becoming an astronomer. Any advice or words of wisdom? So there's a lot of different routes you could take, obviously, when it comes to astronomy. I think the biggest thing, like if it was for you, Amy, support it. I think it's amazing. Consider telescopes and binoculars. Give him the tools that he needs to be able to achieve those dreams. Hi Tracy from Sydney, welcome in. Dark side of the moon is not even a thing. Not even a thing. There's no dark side of the moon. Oh, I see a tree branch now blocking the view. All parts of the moon, besides like deep impact craters near the South Pole and the North Pole, receive sunlight. All times, 50% of the moon's illuminated. Whether that's the far side, the near side, part of the near side, part of the far side. But there's no such thing as really the dark side of the moon. What's called the far side and the near side. But we always see this same side, but about 59% because of libration, that wobble that we see. Tree branch getting in the view now, yo. Tree branch trying to get in the view. Look up and look and see out. Oh, how beautiful the Earth is from the moon. That would be awesome. You know, 4 people that seen the other side. Yep, that is true. You know, that is so dang true. Does the far side of the moon face us during solar eclipse? No, never does. Never does. Edward, have a good night, buddy. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Have an amazing night. Silly tree branches. You guys see that tree branch coming in? We'll start tracking it right here. Now, instead of watching it Earth's rotation by the way the moon's moving, watch that tree branch come through. And it's even funnier. We can do something different here, actually. Let me pull this up. You guys want to see that tree branch really do this thing? I got it right. I'll put up the right focuser. What should we at? We're at 18546. Okay. Let me show you guys that tree branch. Well, look at the tree branch rather than the moon. Pretty wild to do it this way. $13,000. That crazy. Alright, that was about 12,000. We'll go back to there in a minute. Isn't that awesome? Make sure we get it like as well focused on the branches as we can. And the little leaves. The little tiny leaves out there. How crazy is that? Gotta move us around a little bit. Ain't that awesome? It's pretty wild. Yeah, it's really cool. Yeah, this definitely make a beautiful desktop background. Imagine if there's a bird right there just sitting on the branch. Armut's on any point in their trip, yeah. When they're about 64,000 miles out. I got a short. The last short I think was that capture. Imagine Jupiter having more than 90 moons. It does. Has 101 moons. Already kind of does. Already kind of does. Saturn's 268 moons, or 285 moons now. There we go. 285 moons on Saturn. We come back out a little bit here. We'll try to focus back on the moon. Sounds good, Kevin. Have an amazing night, dude. Have a super amazing night. We'll focus back in on the moon here. Crazy how telescopes work when it comes to focus on it. That's awesome. Yeah, good night, buddy. Definition of moon would be a natural satellite object that orbits around a host planet. Hi, Rapper, welcome in, bud. The near side of the leaves, yep. Then water switch places. Land is replaced by water. Water becomes land. That'd be one. I don't know why I need to imagine that though. Tips for photography: there, right? Nebula through binoculars. With your phone, I assume, or no? You're trying to use your phone. Get a phone holder, like the Celestron XYZ phone mount would help a lot. Hey Aiden, have a good night, bud. You can ask your photo model on a SV405. Yeah, so get a phone holder, like the Celestron XYZ would be a good one. You got that. And then stabilization and go really fast on the photos. Like probably 4 seconds or so. So you don't get like a lot of star turnover. And just make sure it's really stabilized. Jupiter's already out of our view. It's already set for us. Hey, good night, Aiden. Have a good night, bud. Jupiter's already out of our view tonight. We're about to lose a view of the moon, so now it's going to be all deep space stuff. We're going to be about DSO here in a minute. Other stuff can we look at? Galaxy Nebulae Globular clusters, stellar nurseries. It's mostly what we'll focus on tonight. Let's see though. You get an idea of what we want to do first. Let's kind of swing the telescope over just a bit here. Let's fly over just a minute. Slow down the speed of the telescope. We see some stars we go through. Crazy amount of stars. Get enough stars, we'll plate solve it. And we'll focus in a little bit. Still need more stars. More stars, y'all. Always need more stars. Not getting enough stars to save, so let's go up here. We'll clear out our points. It's only 5 points, but whatever. We'll clear it out. NGC4565. Do that again. But you know what? I know why it's not gonna actually do it anyways. I gotta get us here for a minute. Let's look at the stars. Let's look at focus. Let me speed up the camera here. I'm gonna try to focus us in just a bit here, and then we'll do it. Go the right way. Right about there. Should work. Looks decent. Close. Okay. Okay. Start up. Then we should be able to play itself. Right now we're using the 8SE from Celestron. See if we can connect to the telescope. Have enough light here. Let's solve it, and it'll bring in the destination that we're trying to go to here. It's going to be NGC4565 that we're going to be coming up on. It's going to be a beautiful galaxy, by the way. It's not syncing with the device hub. Currently, we're trying an operation where you're not working. Well, let me make sure we're syncing properly here. Did not like that for some reason. Did the remote server crash on the SCOM? Maybe it did. We restarted just in case. And we should be good. So we're saying 150. Caught 101 for now. Okay. See if it finally connects. Where is it at? How to open it? Oh, there it is. Now it's open. Okay. Now let me see if I can connect. Place solved. Position found. Mount synced. And we're moving. Now we're in good shape. You guys see the galaxy coming in the center? Check that out. We make sure we're not trekking the moon anymore. We're going to do sidereal trekking. All right. I'm gonna drop down the gain. I'm gonna change all our colors back to default so we don't have any issues with colors. No reason to be flipped at this point. Let it flip properly. We move the telescope just a hair here. Go the right way, hopefully. Okay, let us settle down here for a minute. Then we'll capture this galaxy. It's a really beautiful galaxy. Maybe 30-second capture. Yeah, I'll give 30-second capture. We had our first galaxy in this part of the live stream anyways. Make sure we change over our title. Okay. Should be good. It's going to come in about 4 seconds. We'll get that first image. Do color calibration. Get us all set. And there's the Needle Galaxy coming through. Check it out. Can y'all see it okay? How cool is that? Isn't that awesome? A beautiful Needle Galaxy coming through. We want more color calibration. Still off on color somewhere. Gotta keep grabbing data real quick. Why is the coloring off so much? Oh, you know why? It's the moon. That's what it is. Duh. The moon's doing it. Duh. There's a needle, y'all. The needle galaxy out there. Really beautiful. Really, really beautiful. Isn't it gorgeous? Love the dust lanes on the needle galaxy. Hey, Michael. Good evening. You're welcome, Tracy. Yeah, absolutely. You're welcome. All right, let's go to another target, though, shall we? Go find another target. Let me speed up the camera again. Give us enough brightness to be able to see out there. There we go. You can see where the needle galaxy is right there. We're going to swing over to my favorite one, the Whirlpool galaxy. Two different galaxies interacting with each other. Get moving over real quick. Get it pointed out. We're starting to come into position. Let's see. Can we see it yet? Not yet. All right. Let's do enough light. Plate solve it. Let the telescope slide over just a bit to get in the view. Doing long switcher. Just your phone. Oh, I'm trying to get a picture of the auroras. Perfectly centered by chance. Yo, that's amazing. No way. That is so cool. That's really amazing. All right, there's a target we're going to look at real quick. I'm going to change the gain, the ISO. Take a 30-second photo out there as well. How small we are in comparison. So true. Yo, so true. So dang true. All right, here we are. We shall get it. I should turn off that light out there too because it's going to cause a little bit of a blur, but whatever. We've got 14 seconds. We'll get that first image here. 14 seconds. It's 5 seconds now. Say light year, yeah. 5.8 trillion miles away for each light year. Here we go. Color calibration, histogram stretch. Can y'all see it okay? They're coming through right now. Hopefully. This afternoon, attached to your smartphone. You get decent photos of the moon. That's amazing. I love that. That's so cool. That's really cool. Here we are looking at something really awesome. It's about 26 to 31 million light years away. Again, if you take that and calculate that to the 5.8 trillion, 5.77 trillion miles. That's how far away this galaxy is. How long it took for the light to travel. The photons that you see here from this galaxy was somewhere between 26 to 31 million years ago. Insane. Yet the photons didn't experience time. As they leave and they get received, no time exists for them. Just crazy. Absolutely beautiful galaxy, by the way. This one is a stunning galaxy. If I bring in some light, I'm going to turn off the light right next to the telescope here too. Super close galaxy. It is. That is true. Compared to some of them that camera look at. Definitely a close galaxy. Yeah, absolutely. Definitely a close galaxy and perspective of what camera does. But such a beautiful galaxy. Difficult to wrap your head around. So true. No, so true. Trish, absolutely. I agree with you. I want to go ahead and reset the camera here, I think. I'm going to miss it. No, I missed it. We'll see it start to darken down, but since I turned off that light. Well, what? I've got 17 seconds. We'll get the next image here. I wonder if our other camera's turned on properly. Oh, it is. I see stars. I thought it was pointing at the telescope. I guess not. I thought this camera on the bottom was actually pointing at the telescope, but I guess it's not. Looking at stars. Looking at stars, apparently. All right, do that again. Stretch it a little bit. There we are. Isn't it amazing? What you said about the photons. Photons, when they leave, they don't experience time. Like if you travel the speed of light, time don't exist to you. Like you're just, when you leave to when you are received, no time has passed by. That's really wild. Looks like number 9, it kind of does. Kind of does. Looks like a snail in a way now. Can you see a snail when you look at it? I think it's pretty cool. I think it's pretty darn cool. I think it's pretty darn cool. M101 next. You guys want the Pinwheel Galaxy next? Go over to Pinwheel. The Pinwheel. You take this out. We'll speed up the camera. Get some brightness when we see something out here. Something. See kind of where those two are. Looks like turbo. Yeah, kind of looks like turbo. M101. The next one coming up. The Pinwheel Galaxy. It's a little bit larger in our perspective. We'll let it kind of settle. I see it on the bottom there. Or on your guys' left, I guess. But let me get some light. We'll place off it. Put it in the center. Let the telescope move. Do its thing here real quick. There we go. You can see it starting to show up. You can see the halo right about there in the pinwheel. Change the gain to 120. 30-second photo. Got to get a good one. One of your favorites, pinwheel? Is it really? Pinwheel is really cool. It's actually really cool. It's really cool. Oh, dang, dude. Chance is going for it, man. Chance is going for it before I can... Oh, no, you didn't. You were doing a... Which one did you do right there? Alright, here we go. Just about there. The Pinwheel Galaxy. We do color calibration. Histogram stretch. And we'll let it grab a few images here. There we go. How many photons a second? A lot. A lot. Ah, Manic, thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate it. Thank you. Galaxy it is. Yeah, beautiful Galaxy. The Pinwheel Galaxy here. Look at the spiral arms on this one. This one has such beautiful spiral arms. Aren't they crazy cool? All the galaxies we observed tonight, they're going to look different to each other. Some are going to be spiral, some ain't. Some are going to be elliptical, some ain't. But it's going to be really beautiful night as we go through some of these for sure. It'll be a lot of fun. Jesse. Alright, let's do it. Let's go to the next one here. Grab some more light for us so we can see out there. See where the pinwheel was there. Let's go to M63. Let's go to M63, y'all. If you like sunflowers, we're going to go to the Sunflower Galaxy. I see it right about there. Right about in the center now. We just start capturing it here. This will work just fine for us. The Sunflower Galaxy. 30-second photo here. Yeah, speed of light. Oh man, it'd be insane. Ran into a star or planet. I have no idea that the stars are there. So true. Alright, 14 seconds. We'll get this first photo of the Sunflower Galaxy. Oh, galaxies are wild, man. They're all so unique in their own way. Love galaxies for that reason. When it comes to like perspective and just seeing them, it's really awesome. There's the Sunflower Galaxy, y'all. Well, right about there. Do a color calibration. There we go. Histogram stretch. Bring in a little bit more light. How cool is that, though? Sunflower Galaxy. So cool. It's a really beautiful view. Mr. K, what's up, buddy? How you doing? How's your day going? Alright, let's do another one. Let's fly up to another galaxy. Do nothing like super crazy, but crazy enough. We're just going to keep moving. We're going to just kind of keep moving around. Here we'll go to M94. On our way. See that other galaxy right there? See how bright the core is of that galaxy? Crazy bright. 120 gain. I don't know, you guys want to do just 15 seconds? Probably good enough. Hi, AJ. Good to see you, buddy. We'll do like 15 seconds here. We'll go fast. Clear out the old one. Get ready to do a color calibration. Histogram stretch. Got 2 seconds, 1 second, and here comes the image. Color calibration and stretch. Check that out, y'all. Another beautiful galaxy out there. How cool is that? Isn't that awesome? It grabs the size of the universe. I don't think anybody ever does, to be honest. Yeah, it's pretty wild. Like cat's eye. Pretty cool, ain't it? Alright, what's next? Let's do it. Let's get flying. If we ain't flying, then what are we doing in life? M106. Looks like a good target. M106 on the way. Hold over for us right there. Let's do 15 seconds again. I'm not even going to adjust the gain. Forget doing all the gain all the time. What's called good. Clear this one out. We got 7 seconds. We'll get that next image. One before. Oh, only Orion on Andromeda. Pinwheel, and then California Nebula. California Nebula is wild. That's actually really cool. Alright, do a color calibration, pulling some brightness there. There we go. Another cool galaxy. Way out there. Sombrero is way behind trees for me. I would, but it's out of my view. It's already out of my view. So hard. There's some targets, especially if like they're way too far south, for our observatory to be able to pick them up. And that's one of them. We can pick it up in the early evening hours, but it's already back there. Already out of my view. You've been there? It's a beautiful there? I bet it is. I bet it is. I bet it is definitely beautiful there. Alright, so let's go to M109. Not very far from where we're at. So that's 106, we'll go to 109. Love to fly? Ah, absolutely, Ruth. Yeah, glad to have you, by the way. Alright, let's do it. 15-second photo. Let's do it. Get rid of the old photo we had. See what happens on this one. We're using space. Right now we're using the 8SC, 8-inch mid-catch-grain telescope here. Let me pull it in. Or you know what? What I need to do is just move this view. Let me do this properly though for you. We'll do it all correct. I'll try to make it where we can see the telescope with that camera. I'm not blowing it out with all that light. All right, 2 seconds. Wait, 1 minute. Okay, there you go. Here's the telescope we're currently using. I know it's kind of hard to see it, but I don't want to put a lot of light into the observatory. That messes up our seeing conditions, basically, our viewing. A little bit more brightness, color calibration. Another cool galaxy out there, there you go. M109. Next will be M108. And then we'll look at some other cool stuff. Alright, let's do it. You guys ready? Turn that off real quick. Let's speed up our camera real quick. Back up just a bit. M108 would be the next target right here. We'll fly over to it. Okay. Let's grab it. 15-second photo. We'll stack it up. For some Major the Great Bear. Yes, sir. Alright, can you guys see it here? Let me pull it down just enough. Get it kind of more in the view. Check that out. Another cool galaxy. A whole different way of viewing a galaxy. So interested in it. Isn't that cool? It's amazing. Absolutely wild. Alright, and then next to here is another target, really close to where we're setting at. M97. This is going to be a planetary nebula. A lot like what we'll see with our sun as it comes to the end of its life. We'll let it kind of move over just a bit. Let it all settle in. It'll be really beautiful. But a planetary nebula is basically a star that came to the end of its life. Didn't have enough stellar mass or mass itself to be able to go supernovae. We'll see it as it kind of comes up. You can see it to my left over here. What I'll do is I'll plate solve it so and get it in a position so it's a little bit easier to capture it here. We can look at some really cool views. We plate solve it, let the telescope sling it over to the center. Anytime now. There it goes. Alright, there we are. And then let's do this properly though. We'll do 120 gain, 30-second photo. Stack it up. We gotta wait for that 30 seconds to come through. Then we'll get that really cool image of a planetary nebula. Again, it's gonna be what our solar system looks like when our star comes to the end of its life. Actually, truly beautiful too. We got about 15 seconds left. 12 seconds. 10. And if fairness, but the photo is amazing. Yeah, I'm just trying to move pretty quick, so we'll get a lot of noise. This one won't have as much. Let's go pretty well. Color calibration. Stretch the histogram. Maybe I'll stretch the histogram. We'll have to clear that one out. Wait 15 seconds. It did not like me on that one. What did I do? Just not do a color calibration? It did not. Okay. Let's see what it is. Reset that here. Ooh, flashbang. Anyways, that was a flashbang, y'all. Go this route. I'll do it this way. See if this properly does it. There we go. Check this out. Planetary Nebula there. You can see the white dwarf right here, the core of its star. After that, I think had a cosmic dance. It's pretty crazy. Absolutely crazy. How strong is my telescope? I don't know. I've arm wrestled it a few times. It wins usually. But I've been trying to work out enough, so one of these days it's not going to be as strong as me. I'm going to win one of these days. One of these days. Let me pull it back. Can anybody see an owl in it? Kind of like an owl's face. Hopefully you can. Black hole sun. Sunspots maybe. Yeah, probably sunspots. Be my guess. You see Yoda? Hey Matt, what's up, buddy? You can see an owl. Oh, nice. Very nice. My watch saying it's done charging. It is. Nice. Get my watch back on here. We'll do a few more for a quick run. And then I'm going to take a break for a minute before we get to the point of being able to get some other really cool objects. How'd Chance get so smart? Chewed on his toenails too. You chew on your toenails, you get like crazy intelligence. Crazy intelligence when you chew on your toenails. Let me back up real quick. Chew on your toenails. Works really wonderful. No, don't do it though. I don't recommend it. Toe cap's not as good as you think it is. Alright, let's go to M3. Go to a globular cluster. If you like stars, you're going to get stars this time. Turn a black hole eventually? No, not our sun. Don't have enough mass. And he's like, for a black hole, you need like 26 to 28 times the amount of mass that our sun has. It's way off when it comes to stellar mass. But it'll go nova, or not nova. Sorry, it'll give us a planetary nebula. Is what we'll end up seeing. So we get this proper. There we go. Hold up in the center for us. Witch's broom, another one. Oh yeah, I love the witch's broom for sure. The Westernville. All right, y'all. We're gonna go with this real quick, and then we'll call it in for a while. I want to take a quick break. Probably go and jog the hills or something. Give it like an hour, and then come back and we'll go for Pluto, all the other cool things off in the Milky Way band. We'll look out towards the Eagle Nebula, some other really cool stuff like that. Let's capture this though, real quick. This is M3, beautiful M3, a globular cluster. Over 500,000 stars here. It's insane. Payne taught you. That's exactly what I'm saying, man. Exactly what I'm saying. I'm taking a break when you came. I'm so sorry. I've been live so much already today. Like, so much that I kind of need to get up and move around a little bit. I've been in this chair since like, I don't even know, 6 o'clock, 6:30. And it's already 1:48 a.m. I've been in this chair for a minute. Has been a long minute. I need to move around a little bit. I'm feeling it. All right, bringing a little bit of light for us. Kind of come up here. There you guys go. Get out that camera for a minute. How beautiful is that? Hogs are no joke. So true. We bring in more light here. Look at the amount of stars. 1148 for you. It don't work that way. Can't be 1148 48 for me as well. Let's see if I can correct the colors. There we go. Ain't that gorgeous? Hi Ruby, welcome back, buddy. Welcome back, welcome back. Yeah. Use your toenails and toothpicks. Reduce, reuse, and recycle. Yo, that's crazy. That's actually crazy. I was just joking. Now I'm gonna go for a jog, take it up on the hills. I'm gonna go fight the hills tonight. That's what I'm feeling like doing. I actually got all my stuff here ready to rock and roll. That way we can end the morning for a little bit, doing some live stream until the sun comes up. That's kind of what I feel like doing. But ain't this awesome? Look at the amount of stars. If you like stars, this is mind-blowing. These targets are really mind-blowing. Absolutely mind-blowing. Flex your calves every once in a while. Yeah, for sure. I try to get up and walk around a little bit here and there, obviously, but you do something like this, time just goes and time just comes. Let me speed up the camera just a bit, though. Yeah, I can see them stars out there still. That's crazy, isn't it? Beautiful globular cluster. Daniel, thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate it. Gotta wrestle Loca Bears. Yo. What? That's craziness. That's just craziness. But what we'll do is when I get back, I'll get to the other side of the sky. I'll start focusing in on the stars on the opposite side of the sky, so that we're prepared. Then we'll go for stuff like the Ring Nebula. We'll go for the Dumbbell Nebula. We'll go for the Eagle Nebula. Fireworks Galaxy will be over in that view. But we'll stick mostly into the east side of the sky next live here coming up. Again, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Honestly, thank you all so much for hanging out. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications. It'll be about an hour. I'm going to go try to get as much in as I can. It's 1:50 now, so I like to get a little bit of time in. Get some energy burned off. But yeah, and jump in Discord if you wish as well. But thank you all. Honestly, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight, enjoying the views, enjoying the vibe. Orion, not above the horizon right now. I would love to do Orion, but it's not above the horizon. But we'll get the Eagle. We'll get to the Pillar Creations, which is pretty well known because of Hubble Space Telescope. Absolutely awesome, by the way. But there'll be some really beautiful things coming up. Have an amazing night, Chance, and you all too. If you're not able to come back, have an amazing night. But hopefully I'll see y'all in about an hour, roughly. Clear skies. Be awesome. Be kind. It's free. It's not hard to do. We'll see you guys here shortly. Yeah, I'll come back now. You here? I like it, Will.